Everybody, thank you so much for joining us here in City-States of Klovisa, ; the God War. How are we all doing today? As John realizes he forgot the announcement. Fuck.
God damn it, John.
I was gonna remind you, but you went Mike's hot.
Everybody,
And you told us you had to focus.
Live, mofos. Boom. There we go.
As the political team heads to Moolah?
What?
No, I'm just joking.
What?
Nothing.
Shadow, how are you doing? You're playing Thatch. What's good?
Oh, what's good? Good is D&D on a Saturday night, John. I'm looking forward to a fun session of wondering what the hell is in this vampire tower and then doing a whole lot of chatting with people to figure out mysteries.
Nice. Paradigm being played by Alden. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm about to get this fucking fat kid off my back.
Sever being played by Brood. How are you?
Awesome. I love it. It's wonderful.
Coraline being played by JC. What's up?
Good.
Angela being played by Temer. We're blasting through it. Let's go.
Wait, the wall's gone.
What?
His lights, they're gone.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Oh yes,
What
yes,
the
yes,
fuck?
you're right.
Temer.
Good man.
And the thing is, I'm kind of fixing it. I'm doing a lot of stuff to it, so it should be back. But I just don't have the quite time to do it. So until I get that done, it'll be gone. You're right. My gaudy, my very very a lot of lights. I really love gaudy lights, and I'm missing it, and it'll be back soon at some point.
I don't have time to investigate this, but I'm going to after the show. Angela, give us the recap right now. You know it's your job. Let's hear it.
Okay, we were in the basement dungeon, a basement dungeon of the from Aldrich's little compound in Dessel, and yeah, we've defeated some guards that were either monsters, or they were like something like that. And then we went into a dungeon, and then there were more guards there. There were monsters, and then we found the dead body of Aldrich, his sister, and that was odd. They're dead, like dead.
Dead.
You know, we didn't need to do anything there, so that's strange. We left, but before leaving, we went inside of a cabin that was kind of isolated outside of the main hut, the main main mansion. And going inside there, we found that that's where the kid was, in a kind of a cone of silence, where he can't do literally anything. He was in some sort of like sensory deprived situation where he just has to read, or he has to study on his own self to rule at some point. And you know, the kid has some behavioral problems. We found out also he's groomed to be a royalty, and he's not particularly a very ingratiating one. He's just demandy. He's kind of whiny. He kind of screams that there's evil people around and stuff like that. Just kind of weird. But you know, I suppose given his situation he was in, we snuck outside of the city. We met some, I like to say some guards there who are human, like human guards, or at least not monsters in sort of way. They were fought, they were beaten. The cleric exploded himself kind of at the end. You know, he couldn't get many shots off. Apparently our team was very destructive, or was strong, and he kind of blew up. We make it back to Destry, and we read Aldrich's diary, which says kind of, you know, chapter, or not chapter, but like at this date, we got this, you know, someone sold us this fungus, and it's gonna solve all our food problems. Apparently.
All right, Angela, I need you to speed this up. I'm sorry, this is taking too long. We're speed running. Come on.
Okay. The diary states that someone sold him the fungus. He grows that, and you know, he might not know how dangerous it is. Who knows? In Destry, Brood, or his character decides to set up his own little He wants to control it. He wants to control the city. I'm not too sure what his plans are. I'm not too sure, but he's planning something. I think that's it. We're still
right.
in Destry. There's not much else, right?
There's
Got his hand on
nothing
a door.
else. We're done. Guys, I'm sorry, but we have a lot of stuff to get to do. Or get to do today. Yeah.
Love it.
And you guys, it is the 17th or 18th, midnight, sometime, one of those days, I'm not sure. Sever, you have just put your palm on a pad, a voice called out, come into the guest room, and a trapdoor about 30 feet above you opens.
It's kind of weird vampire climbing my way up there.
You weird vampire. Oh my fucking god, my camera's super crooked. Please stop. No! There we
You
go.
like that?
Sorry about that.
What's that poster say?
Something about bees.
It has been 20 sessions since the last character death. Eric
Did you
got it
find
for
that,
me.
or did you make that?
Eric got it for me from the
Oh.
Thursday team.
Nice.
As a clear Christmas gift.
Very good.
Sever,
Yes.
you clamber up this small chimney-like chute that reveals quite quickly a rather large chamber. It is 30 feet in nearly all dimensions, including upward, where you can see another trapdoor, and then a simple metal ringed portal, I suppose, before you. There are chairs, there are glass wine sitting on tables left and right, and you, with your vampire perception, feel that there's something behind this door.
I'm gonna knock on the door unless you said the portal is chained, or...
It is not, and it opens as soon as you approach. Quite creepily, were you not an undead, before you even place your hand on it. It opens outwardly into the room that you see before you, filled with all sorts of finery. Nice furnitures, nice portraits, and a person sitting on a chase with what appears to be some sort of writing journal or something assorted with it, and quill and ink on a small table beside. This person is I don't know what they are. It is let's roll age too. Fuck it. Alright, we gotta re-roll that one. There we go. It is a 62-year-old woman of some kind, likely demi-human in origin, who turns their head up to you as you approach, gives you a small little wave, and then looks back at her book that she is writing within.
You don't look like a smut bad bagel.
Oh! She puts the book down, closes it, puts it to the side, puts her glass wine on top of it, turns slightly, and looks at you. I'm not!
Oh, pardon, then what's your name? What are you doing here?
My name is Esther. I was kidnapped by smut bad bagels when I was but a child.
Oh. And you've been
Yeah.
here since...
Yes, this is my home. I am commissioned by him.
Oh, is he here? Could you let me know?
No, he left to go combat a Fresnoth or some sort and left me here for my own safety.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm actually a friend of his. Could you, show me around?
Of course.
Yeah.
And she will lead you from this room to another set of double doors, which opens up into a loft, kind of like a studio apartment, which is quickly able to be left alone as she says, "This is my personal chambers. You should ignore it." It's quite Spartan and sparse. She instead leads you to a study of sorts. He's like, "This is my personal office where I commission, or I am commissioned for the Lord Smut Bad Bagels."
Wait, he's commissioning you to do... Are you writing something?
Yes, I write all of his smut.
Oh,
That's
okay.
our
Cool.
fanfic.
Oh, I have a friend of mine that's a big fan of yours. Do you happen to have any of that blood cocaine on you, just like as a party favor?
No, but my Lord Smut, he would have sprinkled it upon the pages due to his strange form of reading.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yes, he liked to take the book and just put it in his face and just...
I'll just immediately read it. I understand, yeah. This is
It
a vampire.
was quite disturbing, I must admit.
So do
Please.
you have like the latest chapter of that
Follow
fanfic?
me to the library, she
Oh,
says.
okay.
She will lead you into, I suppose we would call it a treasure hoard, for there is quite a lot of gold just thrown on the ground here. This hall is maybe 60 feet long, 20 feet wide, and there are just books in piles of this mass amount of wealth.
Cool.
I am actually having trouble figuring words to describe how much gold immediately overwhelms your senses.
Cool.
John, if I may suggest, in units of raid team wealth, maybe?
I don't know what the correlating thing is, but at the very far end, where books are just thrown amongst gold, there is a glass case with a single tome in front of it, and beyond a small bit of glass, there is a weapon that takes your immediate interest.
Oh, what are these things over here? And do you mind if I just take a little bit of this? Like I hold up a handful of gold. Just party favors, you know?
She does not care. So, you may be here all you wish. Smut Bad Bagels told me to be kind to the next person to enter as a guest.
That's wonderful. Awesome. Big fan of Smut. I'm a big fan of your work, actually.
Which one have you read of mine?
The Castle Power is what they call it, I think.
I'm so sorry. That one was published nearly 50 years ago when I was but a girl.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to get some of the newer versions, if you have any.
Of course. Take your pick.
Okay, cool.
And as she leaves you to this room for you to peruse, what would you like to do?
First, I'd like to go up to the glass weapon.
Yes.
And just kind of like casually, like a little bit of gold here, a little bit of gold there. I'm quickly becoming encumbered.
Yes. The first thing before we look at this weapon is the tome before it. Inside this tome's cover, there are 13 multicolored, huge gems. They are pristine cut. They are magnificent. In every single different shade of color, you see it. And they are just positioned in a geometric pattern inside the book's front cover. You see none on the spine, you see none on the back. If you look down, it's kind of angled at a slight incline rather than being laid perfectly on its back. But as you look up to this, nearly 5 foot long sword, You are just stunned by the magnificence of the sheath alone. It seems to be made out of some kind of black leather with several rings made of glimmering steel, and many a carving upon it. The pommel is that of a dire wolf's head, as well as there's a small little metal plaque, I suppose, that is attached to the sheath itself, which is in the shape of a mountain.
Could you tell me about this sword, and if I could just, like, kind of try it out for a little while?
It's behind a glass case.
I'm, like, pointing to it. Like, oh, is she telling me that's behind a glass case?
No, she left. She literally just left the room.
Hold on. I don't think I have detect magic. Hold on. I just want to make sure. 1 second. Damn it. Okay, well, how heavy is this glass case? Like, if I can move it, I can, like, push it over to the side?
It is similar to, like, a cabinet in size. It's maybe 11 feet tall in total. There is a bottom section, which, as you get a slight angle and look through the glass, you can see is just mostly a stand, so that this sword may hang freely.
Cool. I'm just gonna kind of shove it so it won't fall over. Just like I'll make a athletics check, I guess, if you want. Or
yeah, sure. If you want to physically throw it over, you're a strong vampire, right?
I'm not super strong, but I just want to kind of like leverage like a side of it so that all the weight goes in one direction.
Yeah. You push it over. It slams to the ground, hits some gold, so now it's at like a weird, funky angle. But as you tilt it over, the glass front just sort of falls open, as though it was hooked and latched.
I'm gonna just go open the latch and pick it back, take the sword out. Nothing happens. I'm holding the sword.
You just grab the sword willy-nilly?
Yeah, I just no fear. Just pick up the sword.
No fear. Roll me an insight check.
Sure. 16.
Nice. As you pick up this sword, it is quite heavy, even though the weight is somewhat negligible. You touch it, you grasp it, and you twitch. Your fingers back away from the handle for just a second as you realize this sword is stained and quite clearly holds, or perhaps has committed, several vampire killings within its entire lifetime. And you look at it for a brief second and are just kind of like picking up some weird vampire sense that, like, okay, this is a danger to me.
Okay, cool. I will I'll like carry it under one shoulder, or I'll put it in, like, I don't know, a belt loop. I don't know. And I'll see if I can open the tome glass as well. If I have to shove it over, I will.
The tome is free. It is not in any glass. It was before the glass case.
Gotcha. When I pick it
so
up,
you grab the sword, regardless of this sense, put it on your belt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do, because it's magic, and Arvo could look into this. The tyrant might enjoy it.
Okay. You grab it.
And then I'm going to walk back to the woman and say, hey, do you have, like, an extra bag that I can carry, like, just for, like, some of the party favors, like the gold?
She's not there.
Oh shit, she's gone.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I go back and I'll take as much gold as they'll let me carry.
Do you have a backpack?
Oh shit, I might not anymore. Something that was destroyed. No, I don't have a backpack. I've just got my traveler's clothes.
Well, Severin. Okay. I mean, you grab a pocket full of gold, like add 50 gold to your sheet.
Well, shit. It's not that much. Okay, cool. But understood. And then I will start to head back out. I head towards that room that I was in before. Well aware that there's another trapdoor above. And like, you said a portal with chains on it?
No, you crossed that
Okay, cool.
to get
I guess I'll look around. Hey, so, thanks. I'll come back later and maybe I'll have news about Smut. Name's Sever. Like, hoping for a response. No response.
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna, crawl back down.
Yeah, you get to the trapdoor where you see the woman has taken 3d6 falling damage for jumping down the trapdoor.
Is she dead?
She has suffered 6, 5, 12. She is unconscious, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say, God damn it, and I'm gonna take all my gold out of my pockets. I'm gonna put down the sword, the book, and I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna put I don't know if I have a cloak on. I'm gonna put the cloak
never
over
mind.
me.
She rolled a natural 20. That saving throw. She brushes herself off. Looks at you as you start like trying to help. No, don't bother. I'm fine.
Oh no, it's okay. I'll help you back up. Hold on,
Thank
hold on.
you. You're such a kind vampire.
I'm gonna try and grab her. I'm gonna start climbing back up to put her back up.
Wait, no! Stop it! She will fight you.
Oh, sucker blood and heal up, man.
Jesus.
What's your AC? I think she hits.
It's, hold on. I think it's 18 without anything drawn. Hold on.
Okay, then she definitely hits you.
Aren't you 1 HP? Aren't you like at 1 HP or something?
No, I'm at 21 now.
Okay.
You are 5 less than 21. She pops you in the face. And then she...
Magical damage?
What?
Was it magical damage?
No, it is not.
It's
She's
reduced
got
to
fucking blood cocaine fists of fury.
Then she rolls another natural 20 to hit you with her offhand attack.
Go ahead.
4, 1...
What's your strength?
She's a monk.
62-year-old monk.
She's a level 1 monk, yeah. She hits you for an additional 7 halved to 3, which is the same thing. So she's like, stop it, put me down, pop, pop.
Hey, I thought you were supposed to be nice to your guests. Hold on. Hold
No
on.
touching the property of Smut Bad Bagels, you young whippersnapper.
Exactly. I know I am. I'm trying to put you back. Hold on.
No!
And so I'm.
I was given freedom, but he never opened the door. Let me out.
I was gonna make a fake attack at her.
Oh no.
Not non-lethally.
What are you gonna try to do?
Fang attack non-lethally.
You cannot do that non-lethally.
Gotcha. Okay. Alright, hold on. Can I claw attack non-lethally? No, I'm saying.
Let me down, you son of a bitch.
Alright, I'll just get her up there. Hold on.
Alright, you are trying to carry a person, which means you're at half movement rate.
I'm also you said it was 30 feet up, right?
Yeah, so what's your movement speed?
40.
Okay. It will take you 2 turns to drag her up there. And that means she's gonna hit you 4 times in that 2
Sure,
turns.
I'm fine with that.
Miss, hit, and natural 1. Okay, so she hits you another time for an additional 4, half to 2.
Alright, I'm at 15.
And then you're at the top of the tower, or at the trapdoor, and you can throw her in. No!
I throw her in, and I come down. I was like, I'll be right back. And I go down and I close the door on her. I was like, welcome. And I go back down and grab all my stuff. I'm gonna make a quick detour inside to maybe get a few more thralls.
Yeah.
Hey, Overduke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, you're back. I thought
Yeah,
you were
I'm
going to
back.
take like an hour or two.
Oh, I thought it was gonna take an hour or two as well. This turns out it's like 10 minutes, 6-second rounds, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
is everyone here? It's like,
No, he
Is
hasn't gathered anyone yet. You were gone for less than 10 minutes.
okay, gotcha. Let's move this to tomorrow then. I gotta.
No?
I have a friend with sending. Have you met my friend Antoine?
Maybe?
God damn it. I'll introduce you. Anyway, the point is, I gotta go. Hey, you're wonderful. I love you. Pat him on the head.
You pat him on the
I'm
head.
sorry I woke you up.
He
I really
nestles
didn't
into your palm. This older ass man. Okay. We're
Alright,
done.
that's gonna take some getting used to, but thank you, and I'll be right back.
You got it, master! Have a good night!
Right, remember, that's a secret. Catch you again.
Not for long, he says,
Ooh.
as he goes to his room to begin drafting a new treaty. You can return to your team, Mr. Sever. Late at
I'll
night,
do that.
your team is asleep.
Okay. Can I wake up Antoine unless he needs to sleep? Does he need to sleep?
How would you know?
Okay. I'll wake up Antoine.
You wake up Antoine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, 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 ah,
No, I'm not trying to YouTube. I'm not trying to YouTube.
Holding a clear magical sword and a magical tome in his hands,
Antoine has
Sever
a stake
awakens
out.
a crucifix
Garlic in one
and a
hand, stick in
stake.
the other.
What's that? Antoine,
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. Man, you really should lock your door if you're not ready to wake you up like that.
We're in a barracks.
Wow, it's weird that these barracks have doors. Anyway, here's I have some
Everything has
stuff
a
I need
door.
to take a look at.
Okay, what is this?
Well, I would assume they're magic from how intricately and ornately designed they are, but I have no idea what kind. So, and
Okay.
I hold out the book and the sword. Do you have like some way to figure out what they are?
Yes, I do. I studied history and historic things, and I have my own library. Where'd you get this book and gems from? What?
There's like a tower full of like gold and stuff, and I keep trying to get everyone to go over there, but it's like, oh no, you don't, vampire! You're not going to consolidate your power, and so, this is all I could get.
I don't quite understand that, but
It's
okay. So I look at the book. What does it say? Out of curiosity. Should I
It is in
do
an
a roll?
ancient tongue. Do you speak ancient common? The answer is no. Do you have comprehend
Well.
languages?
Yeah, I have comprehend languages.
All right, you'll begin comprehending the book in about 10 minutes. I assume you're ritually casting?
Yeah, I ritually cast it.
Okay. In
Is
that
he
time,
dancing around,
Sever, are you
waking
doing
everyone up?
anything else? Are you waking anybody else up?
Nah, I mean, I'll probably wake up Thatch, and then Thatch. I'm not trying to kill you, Thatch. Thatch, I'm not
Yes.
trying to. Okay, cool, awesome.
Why do you lead with that?
It turns out if I don't, people get really alarmed.
Oh.
So,
All right, Sever. But what's going on?
I found some stuff at the Vampire Tower. I'm having Antoine take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe you want to take a look at all the I hold up the big long sword. Very evil feeling from this.
Okay.
You need like a magic thing or something. But let's go back to Antoine. Maybe he can tell us what they are.
Okay.
Magic.
I will
Cool.
gather my things and meet you there as soon as I put my armor on.
I would imagine at this point, if anyone wants to make a perception check for the shotgun blast from his knees, but.
It's just, are we all awake now, John?
No, you will have to be woken up. Especially
Okay.
Paradigm, who is in a stable somewhere.
They didn't give him.
There
No, he's
are
just
no
at his
rooms
bed.
big enough
That's
to accommodate his horse body.
He's in the stable out back.
Yeah. In the center of town, you may awaken whoever you want, Sever. So who, if anyone, are you gathering the team? Are you
I think
interrupting
this
their
is good
short
for right
rest?
now. This is good for right now.
Okay.
Right now.
With Anchois and Thatch together, Anchois will finish his comprehend languages before Thatch even gets all of his armor on. And Anchois, you can begin to read. Can you give me a history check or a discern ancient book bullshit check?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Apparently not well.
Anchois, you are reading what appears to be the a narrated story, I suppose. If someone was like doing a biography upon somebody.
Another one.
Yes. You don't recognize the name, nor do you recognize the true content. But, yeah. There is
Interesting.
this character named Litharian and Alexander von Gleevlick, the Night Haunter.
Wow. That is.
a long name.
And what is the subject matter, out of curiosity?
You don't get to get that far into it before Thatch shows up.
Okay.
Thatch is there! He interrupts your brief reading. You, like, read the first page of, like, the small glossary of, like, the chapters.
Cool. Could I do a detect magic on the gems in the book?
Do you want to speak to Thatch at all? Before... or are you
What
just
have you
being-
found, Antron?
I found nothing so far. It seems to be a book on some something or another. I'm not entirely sure. To tell you the truth, this is just. It seems like some silly story. You know, I mean, I love books and all, but you know, maybe it's interesting in the back. I like the Aldridge's diary read better. You know, it feels that giddy feeling you're reading someone's diary.
Speaking of, if you want to
You get such joy from invading someone's privacy, then, Anshua?
You know, I assume that we all do, don't we? Like, is it just me?
Oh,
There's a little introspection going on, like between the eyes, saying that. It's like, wait a minute, we all don't.
that's very Freudian. I point to the gems in the book and I say, so these look very magical. So I would imagine the book is magical, but I could be wrong. After all, like, if gold has magic in it, and magic items are created with gold, these these gemstones, they have to relate to something.
Well, I know gold is magical, but we have so rare to see actually gold around. Like, you know, all we have is these toast bucks, and you know.
I could probably figure out some solution to that if we head back up to the Overduke's manor, but just
What?
imagine a room where as everything as far as you can see was gold and books.
Pardon?
Where was this?
The Overduke's got it. It's up there in his manor.
Really?
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
good
full of
fun, right?
books. It's
And
full of
books.
books.
Yeah. I think I met the author of that Castle Power thing. I couldn't find any blood cocaine though.
Interesting. So, it's full of trashy castle power books. This place, or is it real books?
Handful. Yeah, but yes, about apparently 60 years worth, apparently, or 40 years.
Well,
Well,
slightly less interesting then.
60 years of
Well-
gold.
Sever, you woke me up and brought me here. Why?
Well, this could be useful to stabilizing Destry. This is part of our agreement. I have a vested interest in restoring Destry to the power of vampires. And Fresnoth is a cleric who absolutely hates vampires and is kind of the reason that Destry is under a lot of political unrest. So, Destry would be fine under the rule of the Bad Bagels right now if it weren't for Fresnoth.
Aren't vampires bad?
Yeah,
Like
I slap Antoine in the back of the head. Look! Come on!
wow. So just all vampires are bad now, huh?
no, I'm just saying the one who tried to eat our, tyrant. They try to take you. She tried. We're fighting for your soul, man. Just a little bit little bit ago, Like they stole tyrant. I don't know. We love you. You're not a bad person. I don't think so.
I'm one of the
You're a
good
gem. You're a gem. You're a gem. But they tried to. I mean, these people. What they did to you was not a good thing.
It's complicated, all right? Not all vampires are bad. I'll introduce you to some. There's my uncle Hodel is mostly a good one, except for when he has to kill people.
I don't think I want to meet these people. It doesn't sound like people I
No,
want
it's
to meet.
not a problem. I'll introduce you to a few.
I zip up my neck a bit on the hearing, on this talk. This it's generally uncomfortable.
But yeah, if you want to cast detect magic, so we can at least figure out what these two are. If you have identify object, that's even better. But
I think I do. Identify. Yes, I do have identify.
okay, cool.
I can go through all of these in session, and John can tell us exactly how.
Okay, you're gonna spend
successful
like
it
half
is or
an
not.
hour just here.
Yeah.
Alright. In that
Like
half
doing
hour,
the rituals
Thatch,
for.
Thatch, do you want to do anything during that time? Since you're
While Antoine's preparing the ritual, I'll pull Sever aside and be like, "You really think that this gold could help out? Shall we go get some?"
Sure, it can. I'm gonna have a hard time getting you up there. I guess with a rope, if it doesn't snap, then yeah, we can get you up there. There is like a crazy old lady in there trying to escape. She's part of the property of Smut Bad Bagel, so we don't want to get her outside of the
Okay.
Heard
I'll-
on the wind.
Take your word for it. Shall we go while Antoine takes care of this?
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. And then, I guess we go? I
Yeah,
have
I'll-
100 feet of rope, John.
Sounds good. I'll stop by
Yeah,
my
that's
room
more
and pick
than
up
enough.
my 4 empty sacks.
Okay, so you guys are gonna get to the tower long after Antoine is finished with his spells. The detect magic, nothing radiates off the book, which is weird because that's a lot of potential magical gems within it that it could have. Gems are great arcane foci, but the sword is overwhelmingly magical. It stings your eyes, this twisted black coiling aura around its blade and guard, signaling that it's very likely, possibly, of the dark alignment. which is not something we've
Interesting.
actually really talking about outside of just some schools of magic. The alignment of magic is another concept we'll need to get into soon, but not now.
And I cast identify on the on the sword.
Ooh. You choose one object that you must touch. It radiates. No, you choose magic item, imbued object. You learn its properties and how to use them. It is a very powerful magical sword.
Okay.
The rest of it is masked.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. If that's all I get, I would like to see the library. I would like to see it. So I.
Can you give me an Arcana check, real quick?
Oh, sure. I'm about to lose one wisdom again.
No.
Just try to save. If you ask for a, I'd be worrying.
Leoman's big ass chest. Oh, good.
Nice roll.
Antoine, as you cast Identify, you, of course, notice that it is a very powerful magical longsword, but part of this spell is strange. It says, if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. And Antoine, this weapon was made by an unknown magical source. And that core that sits within this dull fuller behind a sheath, behind the metal, is, I wouldn't say looking at you, but has reacted to you. And you immediately,
Reacted,
back the fuck up.
Yes. It is somewhat sentient, I think. Interesting. Does it feel evil?
Do you have a way of detecting that? You want to look at this sword and be like, you're evil?
Morality compass.
Yeah.
You
If
have
only.
a magical morality compass.
If only.
This sword is chaotic evil.
I'm slightly scared of the of this sword, and I kind of drop it and slowly kind of back away from it while looking at it kind of in a bit odd, like, what the hell is this? Where did you get this from? From that, and it goes to my mind that he got it from this vampire source full of books and everything like that, and I'm like, Jesus. Or that's it with me. You can jump to other people. My next step would be going to find my teammates, because I want them. I want us all to go to the room, and
Okay.
first I want them to be with me to wake up, because I don't feel that. I feel it'd be better if all of us are.
Okay. You will go wake up your teammates. We'll jump quickly to Revik and Thatch, who go to the door. Revik has to put his palm on it, and as the trapdoor opens up, a woman falls down the trap hole, immediately goes unconscious, and falls right next to Thatch. Before
This
he
is what I
can
was
even
talking about.
react.
Kind of crazy. I'm gonna pick her up and go back. I'm gonna take her back.
No, you don't! Unbelievably! She rolls another natural 20, and as you pick
She
her
survived
up...
that fall.
Yeah, she survived it.
John, stop rolling so well.
I rolled for damage. She suffered 5 damage.
Oh.
She gets back up, looks at Sever, who's grabbing her. Not again, she says. Can you make me a grapple check? An athletics check. You'll probably beat her. Oh
That's
my
a 12.
god. Hang on.
Contested.
3 plus 2 is 5, right? So 9 plus 5 is 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
She slips out of your fucking grasp and begins booking it. She runs 30 feet away.
Sever, what do we do?
Well, stop her. Well, I mean,
I'm leaving! Fuck off! I'm tired of writing books!
I think
I
she's
don't
done.
give chase. I think I'm
Did she
too
move
confused.
30 feet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, she moved 30 feet. It
Okay.
would provoke an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
Oh god.
Can I just punch her? Just open hand, just smack her?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Is that
Use your
strength
claws.
or the finesse? What's up?
Use your claw attack.
Okay.
It would be strength
Not
based.
lethally? Not lethally.
Yeah, you're not a monk, so it has to be strength based.
Okay. 13 to hit.
She has 16 dex. What is that? Oh, I haven't rolled her wisdom.
Unless her wisdom's 10, he misses.
It's
First-
more than 10.
Yeah, reaction,
Okay.
yeah.
She runs. She fucking runs. This
Okay.
level 1 monk. Woo, 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 woo. She does.
She Zoidbergs away.
Alright, well, she's only running 30 feet, so I just catch up to her.
No! Fucking vampire! Fuck off!
I'll follow.
Okay, you hit her. You'll hit her
Alright.
and not
Alright, I'm
do.
punching.
You fucking slap her in the head. She falls prone and goes unconscious. She'll make death
Okay.
saves.
Every day we stray further from our
I
objectives.
said non-lethal. Alright, first I get her up on my
Yeah, but
round.
I
I get her
it
up.
was
Fun.
2020
Okay.
19. Their death saves so far. This is amazing.
I get her into the thing. I get her halfway up the thing. It's her turn again.
You're not gonna stabilize it? Oh wait, no.
No,
Okay,
she's
no, no.
up on one HP. She's up with 1 HP. In fact, right? 2020.
Not yet. You drag her all the way up. Do you have enough rope to get Thatch up there as well?
I do. I have
Thatch,
a
you just watched Sever chase after a 60-some-odd-year woman who miraculously survived the fall and ran away for her life away from this creature. And now he's like walking up the wall just as though it was normal ground with her over his shoulder to dump her into a scary looking chute above.
And then I drop down a rope. I attach it to something heavy, and I help.
You tie it
Right.
to her.
I think I'll climb up the rope because nothing else stranger is going to happen tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, as you think.
Well, and I climb into the vampire tower.
You
Cool.
climb into the vampire tower.
Can I
You
close
will see the guest room. This grand, I guess, relaxation room with wines and chairs and furnishings where people could talk in peace. And I suppose Sever will lead you to the grand loot chamber.
Yeah, I'll put her in her bed. I close the door, and then I put her in her bed, and I just lead Thatch to the room full of gold.
Yeah, there is tons of gold here.
We can just take this, no consequences.
If there are consequences, I don't think it's going to be reinforced.
That's enough for me. I start filling all 4 sacks with as much gold as I possibly can.
What is the containment of a sack?
They can hold 30 pounds.
1,500 coins each.
What is the volume of? No, I'm kidding.
What is the volume of a gold coin?
Yeah, you can fill them all easily, and there'll still be plenty left over.
I help him. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Just double checking to make sure I'm doing it right, but I think I can put 6,000 coins into 4 sacks.
Can someone give me just a raw intelligence check looking at this gold? You're gonna calculate it.
Should have brought the wizards.
Wow.
It's pretty good, Brood. What about you,
Yeah.
Thatch?
Oh, sure. Raw intelligence check coming up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh.
Wow. We're just rolling hot tonight, guys.
We are.
There is at least over 30,000 gold in here. At least.
So 0.5 of raid team loot.
All right, so
Yeah,
I will fill all 4 of my sacks with gold. Should I put 6,000 coins on my sheet and see how that overburdens me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's, you know, what?
It'll be 120 pounds.
I am heavily encumbered at this point. How much can I fit in my my dibs? Right now I have
None. It's made for
Yeah,
water.
it's water. Water.
No, that's the mobile field bow.
Oh.
But
Your
the dibs was also
That's
the
a
backpack.
backpack.
Right.
Uh,
How much can I fit in my backpack?
It can. It is.
I thought the dibs was a 40-pound backpack
Yeah, it's
instead
40.
of 30.
It's 40 pounds.
So it's 2,000 coins. If it's empty.
Yeah, you'll have to drop everything.
Start dumping rations in the pile of gold.
I have no rations. I literally have 5 pieces of chalk in this backpack. That's it.
Sounds like a Thorazorian snack to me.
Yep.
All right, so Thatch is just shoveling coins into this bag. Then he gets his backpack out and starts doing that.
4
Seven,
bags.
what are-
He has 4 bags.
I'm just helping him. I can't really carry very much.
Okay. You guys will get about a third of the entire wealth. Well, maybe like a fourth of the entire wealth in here. With 10,000 gold on your back, or in your bags, and on your back. Are you guys just throwing this downstairs?
I think I'll go down and I'll try and catch the bag as he throws it down.
You want to?
I will not do that. I will take the rope. I will tie it to the sack and lower it down to Sever.
Okay, cool.
1 sack at a time.
Okay. You
Thinking
can do so. In this time, the Overduke will appear, having seen you guys from his window while plotting. He's
what's
like,
up,
"Hey, do you guys need some help?
Get a wagon.
I see
Yeah,
you're
can you-
looting the vast treasure of Smut Bad Bagels."
Yeah, could you get, like, maybe a horse-drawn carriage if you can?
Of course.
If you can't, cool. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks.
He'll go to the garage and bust out the chariot, or not the chariot, the carriage.
4
Cool.
bags.
Patch, we might need to do some more. Hold on. Wait, actually, we only have 4 bags. Can you get more bags for us too?
Yes. And he will go to a local gardener's shed and get a bunch
By the
more
way-
bags for you.
I was gonna say, by the way, do I arrive with Coraline and Paradigm at any time?
Yeah. It takes a while to load up that much gold, right?
It will definitely take a while. So Antwal collects Coraline, Helga, and Paradigm, because Helga is still technically here.
Yep, yep.
And you, what's the plan? Are you guys just immediately gonna go look for Sever and Thatch?
We know where the tower is. We've been here before.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah. We were here
Well,
a long
maybe-
time ago.
You announce yourself when you come up.
No, I mean, I'm at the bottom getting the bags, right? We're putting it into the carriage. There's like a whole carriage there.
When I see them walking up, I'll stick my head down the window and be like, "Come, Coraline. We're looting the castle."
Well, here we go. It's time to play the game. I cast Spider Climb on myself. And I start
No way
walking
you're-
up the wall.
And then you get stuck in the damn trap door. There's no way you're fitting this thing.
It's like Winnie the Pooh. It's like Winnie the Pooh.
He reduces himself.
It's a
Yeah,
shoot.
because they're both concentration.
I see John thinking. What are you thinking, John?
I'm trying to figure out how a horse would even make that like sharp 90-degree turn. Because it's
Well,
like a
it's
shoot,
up there.
right? So it's, you know, it's like a straight shot, and then you're gonna get to that edge. And like, how do you, like, are you just like trying to hoof one in, and then like, can you actually biomechanically do that?
His
Thatch grabbed my hoof.
You let me lower the things to you.
You're gonna miss the important things. I heard there's fan fiction in here.
Don't worry, I'll make sure they get everything.
Well, I want to take the woman so she can write me more books.
What?
Fine, fine. We'll toss it down after.
I'm sorry, pardon? What's going on up there?
We
Yeah,
can't.
I'm
do
gonna
that.
give her an actual paying job, not some fucking locked in a tower princess bullshit.
But she belongs to Smut.
Who?
Corley just kind of points to the gold.
These are party favors.
I heard there were books too.
I mentally.
These were very specifically offered to me.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
how big of a scene is this causing?
Not at all. You're you're in a tower. You're not like.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes inward, and then there's this thing. The Overduke is watching, as well as like a couple
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
guards who have been stirred and are just like watching the show.
When Corleen gets up the rope, and she'll go to Sever and go, is it all right that these guys are watching us? And
Yeah,
she'll
it's
kind of,
cool. Overduke is actually like one of my best friends. He was my friend before I even died, actually.
He's my master now. He
I'm sorry,
shouts
what?
into the
Yeah,
tunnel.
we have a really interesting relationship.
Master-servant relationship, he says.
I climb down the tower and go to the Overduke. So, what do you
Oh, hey,
mean he's your
Paradigm.
master now?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Isn't it clear?
He subjugated you.
Yes. I am his loyal vassal now.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Overduke, we're gonna stop talking to Paradigm now.
Understood, sir. He literally 180s around, like away from you, Paradigm.
Uh-huh.
Stands his ground.
Corleen will follow the obvious dropped coin trail towards the loot area.
Yeah. You
And then
see
once she
this
sees the
carriage
piles-
just filled with fucking coins at this point.
I go over the communicator. Coraline, fill your bedroll with all the gold. And start lowering that down. It'll be faster.
Sever will see her just kind of staring at the piles, and like a single tear just go down. Paradigm,
The books!
it's so beautiful.
I'll walk over and hand you an empty sack and be like, have fun. Have fun.
Start shoveling.
She Scrooge McDuck swims.
You all will loot this entire treasure hoard, I assume.
Yes.
In for a gold coin, in for a ton.
Yes.
I want to medicine check the lady who, I see her there, and I'm immediately worried, and I immediately start to be worried.
Her legs
thinking-
are in
With the door
perfect
closed.
condition, despite landing on the ground so hard. She does have a bruise on her head, which is strangely frog hand shaped.
Do it from. I'm sorry.
For the most part, she seems fine.
Angela, don't
check-
forget to grab the woman.
I ask, well, what happened? Well,
Oh.
isn't someone hurt here?
She keeps jumping off and like knocking herself unconscious on the floor. So we're gonna keep her here. She belongs to Smut.
What do you mean belongs to?
Oh,
Pardon?
she's like a thrall. Like, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Come on. And I pop my head down under. I'm like, hey, Overduke,
Yes?
do you belong to me?
Yes!
Do you like that?
Yep!
I turn back to Angela. It's like that.
Oh, okay. Did you?
We're just kind of like preserving her, like, health by keeping her here.
Did you bite him? Like, is he a vampire now? Do I have
Oh,
to be
he's
worried
not.
about this guy?
He's not a
Oh.
vampire.
Okay. Is she? She doesn't look like it.
Not a vampire either.
Kind of look under her teeth. I'm like,
She has dentures.
okay. I don't think I'm worried about dentures. Those things are kind of, they're kind of a junk. Those things. They fall off all the time. You can't eat hard things. Like it's, no worries. And I just dive into the books while everyone's worried about the gold. I'm just
There
curious about
is
the library.
Far too much pornography in here.
Oh, good lord, good lord. All right, I'm done.
None of it illustrated at
Picture
all.
books.
It is quite something. You immediately toss one to the side, and you just go to help finish out the gold. This entire carriage will be filled with sacks of money.
Cool.
One guy will bring you, like, a chest to fill it in as well. So now you have a chest full of money, too. But it's nowhere close enough to... These sacks are brimming to capacity to the point where, like, any damage will just spill out tons of gold.
Sever, tell your slave that the wagon is now ours. We needed to bring it back to Toll.
I'm sorry, employee I don't pay. Excuse you.
I prefer thrall,
It's
sir,
called
for
a
peasant.
thrall.
Oh, sure. Thrall? My thrall? That's what
I'll
we
accept
prefer
thrall,
for
yes.
line. Sure, we do
Okay,
that.
your mindless thrall. Just tell him that the wagon is ours now.
He knows that the wagon is ours.
Of course, I brought it for him.
So, Overduke, is this entire land his now?
I was told not to address you.
Okay.
You
Look
just
at
test
that.
him.
Where's the seat of power
This
right
is
now?
amazing.
Oh shit!
I pay him one more time.
Hey, Paradigm,
Yeah.
where's Umbug?
Yeah, we'll deal with that later. He's probably coming to kill the Overduke.
Wait, did you say Umbug? Like Umbug Aldrich?
No, it's an Umbug
He
paradigm.
just draws a dagger. It's like, where is he?
No, my son's name is Unbug.
You can't have kids. I don't believe you.
Common name.
You know.
There is no person alive who would tolerate you. He gestures a knife. Master Sever, I swear. I could do
Hi.
it. Just saying. I'll kill you know? Come on.
We need him.
We're gonna. He's a political hostage right now. Sorry.
Yeah, totally.
But don't do it. I'll be very disappointed in you. I'm sad.
He stashes the dagger that's likely meant only to take his own life.
Sever, did you explore the rest of this tower, or is there more?
So there is another floor heading up. Possibly more magic. Possibly more gold. Possibly dangerous stuff because let's just assume that that's where it's safe for the human to be, and only vampires go up to the next level. I'd rather
yes,
not explore
you
it
should
right
go
now.
first. Alone.
Yeah, I will. On another day, I kind of like. I don't know. I've got like a bunch of puncture wounds and like cuts, like with mercury, like clotted over. Like when I'm feeling a little bit better, maybe.
I
Coraline,
can't.
maybe we come back another day when we can carry more gold.
Yeah, there you go, Coraline. Yeah.
Good point.
Perhaps. I can't help but notice that you have a second magical sword, but
yeah.
only one hand free when you use your shield.
Oh, yeah, I thought. Do you want to show her the magical sword? The
Oh, you're not wearing it? Then never mind. Didn't say that.
Oh yeah, dark magic actually. There's a lot of dark magic in there. I think there's something sentient behind the sword. It looked like it reacted to me of some way, you know?
yeah.
Huh?
It did not feel good to hold that sword. It was a bad time.
Antoine,
Did you-
can I take a look?
Did
Oh,
Antoine
the
bring
sword?
it with him?
I assume I would have left it in my room, on the floor, where I dropped it because I was kind of scared.
What's your
of it.
trick?
So I'd be like, it was like that, you know, and then it's still there.
John, does Umbug have the sword now?
How would you know?
Well,
Perhaps we
That's
should return, friends.
we should get back because our plane daylight. All right, let's get going.
Anshua, what do you
Oh.
mean by dark magic in this sword?
Well, I mean by I cast Identify on it, I detected magic on it, and it had an alignment. Like, it had an alignment. This sword, this thing.
So it doesn't like to be in the sunlight?
That,
Is that kind of dark, or, you know, vampire kind of dark?
kind of like evil, you know, like something evil about it. I think it's evil. It seems dripping with some sort of eldritch feeling. Some old, dark thing about it.
You said it reacted to you. Didn't you say the same about your the things we found in the space fish?
The space fish. The space fish. You mean this? And
The
I
what?
kind of point to my scepter and my clothing, or my suit.
Your
And I'm
jumpsuit.
like,
It's
You know.
spacesuit.
Yeah, you had a big reaction when you first got these. Is it the same kind of thing?
well, the reaction I got when I, touched the fish was the fact that I knew, like this felt like something I knew and seen before. You've seen the pyramid, right? And you've seen Randy. How the fish reacted to me was how I first reacted to Randy, or how I first felt when I reacted. This is entirely different. This felt like this item felt evil. Like it felt like it does not felt like advanced magical technology or anything. It felt like this is something going on here. And I wish I could tell you more about the sword, but I don't know much about
Ozark
it.
just explained to me that some items, magic items, can develop egos of their own, like people do. Like Ozark made a ton of stabs, and apparently some of them have egos. The one I had didn't, but some things can develop their own interests.
So is it safe to bring it with us then?
One way to find out.
It's a sword. I mean, you have to pick it up and stab someone to make it not safe. I mean,
Yeah, it's like a gun.
Oh, you mean one of these? I take out the gun.
Wildly at everyone.
That thing away, Coraline. Before you kill a thrall.
for the record, they like being called thralls and they enjoy being subjugated.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we're gonna
reminds me.
This is gonna be a big talk later, but I think we should just get the gold out of here now.
Yeah, we need to go.
Is that
I
reminds
assume
me.
we're doing
Paradigm,
this as we walk back.
wait at the bottom of the hole. I'll go get the woman and drop her down to Paradigm.
No,
You catch. Give me a
Hello.
acrobatics check, Paradigm, before she cracks her head on the
Acrobatics?
sleight of hand. Okay, fuck.
oh my
You
god,
expect
it's
I'm a horse.
over.
Although you had Featherfall,
She's still alive. Let's be real.
We picked up all the blood.
I need to
all
roll
the-
her con real quick. She may have just died.
No, there's too many books.
Yeah, she does.
I cast reaction featherfall. Isn't it?
You did put it in chat.
It was thanks to Angela.
Was it after I said it? Because I didn't
No,
see it.
he said it immediately after he saw the failed
Yep.
acrobatics.
It was
That
in there
doesn't
before.
matter then. I don't
That
respect
means
that.
that she already went too much.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
didn't catch her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Paradigm catching her. She slams her head into the tile and dies immediately.
I looked up at
Oops.
Caroline very disappointed.
Hey, Sever, you should have them clean this up.
I am horrified. I am literally horrified. What
Take her
happened.
up to the tower, throw her in bed, make it look like she just died peacefully or something. I don't know. If you're that worried about smut.
Her head is just cracked at the back, and blood is just spilling all over the tile.
Peacefully?
You have all
Oops.
committed a murder here.
I-
The Overduke looks at you all with this
I didn't
negligent
throw her.
silliness.
Yeah, just
And
get
looks
rid of
at
the
you.
body, please. Just get rid of the body. Sorry. That wasn't supposed to happen.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, I know, right?
You're gonna talk to your master like that? I point.
Yeah,
at the
I
vampire
am.
dog.
Fuck you. What the fuck? He walks away. He storms away. You
should
all
want
look
it
at
out.
each other, and the carriage that is not being drawn by horses.
What is that horses?
What?
Yeah, I asked for horses.
No, you just
They
brought us a
didn't
carriage.
get any. They don't have any.
Wow.
We have our own horse.
Start strapping me in. All right, let's go. Come on.
I'll start strapping Paradigm in. Be like, swear
Paradigm, how
the
much
last time she
weight
fell
can you
down that-
drag?
The last time she fell down the whole Paradigm, I swear she got right back up.
Yeah,
Phantom
it's
speed time.
whatever, I guess. Fucking, what's the whole thing?
It's you can drag as though you were a size large, so 19 times 15 times 2. So 19 times 30. A carriage weighs 600 pounds.
19
And then
times
all of the gold
30.
needs to be added as well.
You said 19 times 30?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's what you're pulling, yeah. That's your maximum. Right?
Yeah, but is there something about
Shouldn't it be like
Ounce of animal?
1100?
I'm pulling up the rules right now. I'll look at it. Hang on.
I've got
My sheet says 1140.
I've
Push,
got
drag, or
this from the
lift.
player's handbook, John, if you want it.
I'm literally reading the rule right now. Calm down. You can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score. While pushing or dragging weight in excess of your carrying capacity, your speed drops to 5 feet. You are size large for this, so it is double your normal. So it'd be 15 times 30 times, or 19 times 30 times 2.
Yeah, so then it'd be 1140.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can drag it?
Yeah. Do you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
just need to know all the weight of the money.
I have no
There's
fucking idea.
600 pounds of coins. 30,000 divided by 50 coins to a pound.
No, there's way more than 30,000. Yeah.
you got more gold?
Divided by 50 plus 600. There's too much weight. Unironically.
That was like an estimation. Gotcha.
One of you is going to have to carry 200 pounds of coinage before Paradigm can move the carriage.
Antra, you got any more of them horses?
Antra would have to walk away. Like he saw murder in front of him. I'm thinking how to square this, but he would have to walk away. So he goes back to his room.
Wait, who dropped the woman from the tower?
It's Coraline.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Antra. I was like, man. I
Helga
didn't
walks
expect
away
that.
too. Helga has always been a protector of life. She's a healer. She is trying to become a doctor. And you all have violated that oath of hers. She'll steal a dog because, she wants to give it a better life and keep it from being put down. But you just all killed a grandmother in front of her.
All?
Yeah.
I tried catching her.
Then I guess
Coraline just
she
kinda
has
threw her
a
down.
complete loss of faith with Coraline then.
Oh.
Thatch can carry 100. Already has 160 pounds of the coins on him. He's heavily encumbered, but I can slog through the streets with it.
Yeah, if we're going that slow, I can carry another 100 pounds easy.
Okay. Then you guys can move through the streets.
Back to the embassy. What is it?
I need to go talk
Sharing.
to her.
Yes.
I need to talk to the Overdick real quick. I don't know if he's in his room or not. I'm gonna go knock on it.
Yeah. Well, currently you find him at like a cafeteria dismissing like 50 people.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
He looks at you.
Listen, that was pretty difficult to watch. I didn't think that my friend was gonna just drop an old. I thought they were smarter than that.
Revik. I was a humble servant of a vampire lord for all of my life, up until these past 6 years. If I wanted another murderer to take hold of my country and torpedo it into the ground, I would remain in power myself. I don't want this kind of future for my people. Are you
I got
acting so inconsiderate now of the living, now that you are dead?
I would never let that happen to you. And I'm not saying that I would let it happen to just anyone. There are times of war right now, alright?
Yes,
And
it is. And I don't
I'm
need a bad leader ruining things further. I don't know if it was greed that got into you and your teammates' minds. I don't know if you are just a lackadaisical group, but I thought you were better than that.
Well,
Perhaps Fresnoth was right. We should just do away with all of you monsters. And you watch him turn heel and walk away.
that's fair. Okay. I watch him walk away and I turn around and go back to the group. I'm gonna have to get his trust is broken. There's nothing I can do about that right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get going. Coraline, try not to kill anyone willy-nilly.
No promises.
You all head back to the place where all the Tulsa forces are assembled. You see all the night crew, which you have passed already. Many people are already waking up. It is now the early morning, before the sun has risen, but time to be active, time of day. None of you get a short rest. It was interrupted, and all these events have ruined that for you.
And no worries.
Yeah, no worries. And in the morning will come the first airdrop of more supplies for the townspeople, for the city itself, and for the expeditionary force, which you are now bumming off of.
Right? With the first supply ship, are we able to return back after once it's fueled?
Yeah, it'll take like 8 hours, but you know,
That's fine.
they just gotta refuel.
Hey, Umbug.
Umbug wakes up. Where'd you guys keep Umbug during the night?
He was sleeping in the same room as, like, the little barracks area or whatever.
Oh, okay. He is there, looking at. Would he have been there actually? Let's see his perception check. All right, now.
I thought you were going to say he's sleeping in the same room as Paradigm.
The stable.
In a stable.
Only safe place.
Fuck! I just dropped a cup. You guys will find Umbug, or Umbug will find you, having been guardianless for the past several hours.
Hey, Umbug.
Hi.
I have good news.
What?
The, Overduke seems to hate vampires now.
Oh,
Croak
yippee.
Ferratu over here convinced him by being a jackass.
Yes, it
No
was
longer-
me. I did it.
That doesn't surprise me. You're all bloodthirsty murderers.
Evidently. But we robbed robbed Count Smut's tower. It's pretty cool.
He stares blankly ahead.
You okay there, Umbug?
No,
What's wrong?
I want to go home.
Oh, we'll be going soon. We just gotta wait for the ship to fuel.
You have kidnapped a small child. I'm not going to roll
Yeah, I
play
know.
as one. Yeah. The airship will load up. You guys will more or less force yourselves aboard it. A little
Yep.
shadow will pop into the captain's periphery, explain the situation, and be like, alright, well, I guess we're taking you guys back to Tolst with a small child and a carriage? Is this...
Yep.
Is it? Anything else?
I think that we got the sword, we got the book. I think we're good, right? Antra, you get that sword?
We don't tell the captain about that, though.
Yeah, who has the sword? Add it to your character sheet.
How far could you carry it since it was in your room? Or your barracks area?
For sure, he would do it only if it doesn't involve. No, it's actually part of the robbery. I'm not too sure Angela would do like the robbery that happened. That happened.
If
He
that
would leave
would
it.
take it, then Paradigm would have.
I will pick up the sword.
Yeah.
Thatch, you pick up the sword. It
I mean,
weighs
if you need somebody to carry magical weapons, I can.
3-4 pounds, whatever the fuck a longsword
Got it.
weighs.
Did you say it was like 5 feet long?
Yes, it is rather long. The grip is
So it's a really
clearly
great-
meant for a two-handed grip. But you grab it. You put it on a belt or attach it somehow to your body.
Yeah.
On the back.
And as you hold it throughout the rest of the flight, you will look at Revik. More and more, you will notice whenever his back is turned, Thatch. Probably whenever he has to, like, go into... What? Your coffin's still at Thor's, or so when he hides from the sunlight, as you guys leave Destry. Thatch, you will, pick up on the fact of how defenseless he is at times.
Not so sure how I feel about that.
Yeah. He's right there, laying down, prone. It'd be advantage to strike.
Do we all see how defenseless he is, or does this just that?
It's just
He's
that.
the one carrying the sword.
You all can fly to Tolst. Or are you trying to make a pit stop somewhere else?
Let's just
No.
get out.
Pulse first.
You fly to Tolst. And Tolst will take you in. You murderers, you fugitives, you kidnappers, one and all, war crime committers, and overall bad people. Yes, you have committed a war crime. Attacking Gissel unprovoked and kidnapping their
Absolutely.
leader is a definite war crime.
I
We
think
knew that was a
Corlin was
war
thinking
crime
about the
going
old
in.
woman.
No, old woman was definitely murder,
Yeah, that was murder.
or maybe what was it?
Manslaughter.
Not involuntary manslaughter, negligent homicide. That's
Negligent. You could have done better.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
can I get a final, so I can add it to the party sheet, a final count of how many gold pieces we did end up looting?
I think there's too much to count in one night. But it is a lot. And I will tell you here at Tolst, when you actually have time to go about and count this. Thatchet, you're just so distracted about how defenseless Sever is. Back in Tolst you will land, and with that we will take our first break real quick and figure out what we got. We'll see you guys in a bit. Everybody, we are back, and my cameras are glitching out on me. What the fuck is this? Okay, there we go. We are back! You have all arrived in Vitolst Tower. Not the tower, the Pillar of Authority. Because you guys got access. You're part of a task force. You're fucking cool guys. Heroes, one and all. Right.
I wouldn't go that far.
As your carriage comes off the jetty dock, because you brought an entire carriage rather than taking the gold off.
Can't carry the
How
gold.
else are we gonna carry it?
True. No one will be waiting for you. So I guess the day is yours. It's around the 18th, late 18th. Like, late evening, some would say.
Is there some sort of like storage space we have access to where we can dump this
Our
in the-
bedrooms.
in the tyrant's court, or
You can leave it in the yard for now, but nobody knows what's in it, and you haven't told anyone you need space yet, so offhand, no. But I mean, it's just a drawbridge away, and you're in the like safest place in the city.
I say we just take it into the courtyard and then go talk to the tyrant real quick. Put a sign that says political team property.
You could leave somebody there. Helga will stay with it.
Okay, that's what I was going to suggest. Okay, then we go and we talk to the tyrant.
Yeah.
If we're able to get an audience.
What time? Well, what day is it, I should say? It is a Tuesday. It's not a weekend. That's all we really know. He will be at court, where he does not eat. He rests, but he does not sleep. And as you all arrive in the mostly empty chamber, he's having a meeting with some schmuck who is in military uniform, throwing a dossier in the air, just kind of shaking it over his head. The tyrant will look over this character before him, see you all wave to him, and then motion for an Ozark simulacrum to head your way. Which one is this? Old bitch Ozark shows up! A wrinkled mass of hair and eye wrinkles. He arrives. Gandalf, Dumbledore, crazy hair, albinism, all that good stuff.
Albinism.
How goes it?
pretty good. The mission was questionable, but
What mission?
We went to Thorazor to ask them what Thalsmalek wanted us to do.
That was a joke.
Oh.
Who's
I don't
this
know what any of you
character?
know.
He looks at Umbug.
This is Umbug Aldrich.
Ooh.
Yeah, we
Umbug
saved
looks
him
at the
from
old
the...
crazy wizard.
We saved him from the salvo and the Dissel.
Saved him, have you? Come here, little boy. And Umbug does not approach Ozark, who's like, come here.
Ozark. It's okay, he's my teacher. He's the one who made me a magic horse. He's one of them.
Umbug turns around and goes to hang out with Helga. He's leaving the court.
that's a good decision.
That's good.
Smart boy.
Ozark, we've begun to unravel a few mysteries, mainly concerning the fungus that we have found before.
Oh,
But
is there
I
a
feel we
fungus
need to-
among us? Oh, he laughs.
Thatch will stare at him deadpan until he stops laughing.
He'll keep going for minutes on end if you don't interrupt him.
Orlin looks for another sealed simulacrum because obviously this one's defective.
Mm-hmm.
There's none.
Ozark,
Ah, yes.
I would prefer to have this conversation with the tyrant as well, if possible. If we
Oh,
need
you'll
wait a
have
few
to
moments,
wait. He's in military meetings. It's a complaint.
I think we should wait for Tyrant.
Agreed.
looking this one up and down.
Okay.
In the meantime, do you have somewhere where we can store some equipment? About a carriage worth?
Yeah, we need a
Yes,
storage
the
room.
garden homunculus, he has plenty of space. Go to his shed round back.
Oh,
One more thing. We met another door with the toolbuster enchantment. Could you fix these?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have mending prepared. It's the other simulacrum that does.
Oh, all right. I'll go find them.
Have fun.
Coraline, there's like 50 of these fuckers.
More than one has to have mending, right?
I don't believe that.
You all leave. Or, I guess you leave the Ozark. Who's, putting up the gold? Who goes to do that, or is that a group activity?
I mean,
We gotta wait. If we have to wait for speaking to the tyrant, I think we all go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll summon you. You know how it is. He's a busy guy. You all go to the garden homunculus shed. The old Ozark following closely behind, but not too far. Just enough to, like, harass the child. Without, like, truly talking to him. He's like, Umbug's just, like, hiding in front of Helga to keep the old man out of his view. And you all go to this rather quaint little shed out back. You see this big border wall made of black iron that designates this as the, well, back of the court. There, you see the faceless, eyeless, noseless, mouthless, earless? No, it has ears. Mannequin-like creature tilts its face towards you as you approach. It's currently looking at an ant bed holding a bag of poison. Just, like, not dispensing it, though.
Hey, garden homunculus, could you help us real quick?
It puts down the bag on the ground and stands fully erect, looking at you all. Well,
We need to unload
without eyes.
this carriage into your shed. Would you mind giving us a hand?
He will immediately dedicate himself to this task.
I will help him.
I will assist as well.
I also say thank you, garden homunculus,
Yeah, you
and pat him on
can
the shoulder.
go to this creature, this entity's shed. There is no place to rest. It is just filled with tools and random assortment of herbicides, weed killers, poisons, shears, lots of shears, all of varying sizes, and shovels. And chains. It has chains too. For like electric motored powered, like a lawnmower perhaps.
Hey, chain the homunculus up when he's sleeping.
Is there a tarp there we can use to cover a goal? As we put it in the back of the
Is there a tarp big enough?
Yeah, you can find some kind of covering. Throw it all on. The garden homunculus will stand ready at attention as Ozark chases Umbug around the empty carriage with Helga, like, trying to play interception, you know? He's like, no, I must teach him magic! And Umbug's like, no, get away from me!
You can, garden homunculus, you can return to whatever you were doing.
He stands at attention,
But
waiting for a
make
command.
sure no one comes into this except for us in the political party.
He stands at attention.
Okay. Bye.
Is there enough room to put the carriage in the shed?
No.
No, we
It's a
just unloaded
yeah,
it
it's
into
not
the
like
shed.
a garage.
It's not a garage.
Not a garage. I gotcha.
Yeah.
This honestly might be the last place anyone looks for our gold.
True.
Not a lot of people know about this entity and where it exists.
I've met him a few times,
Yeah, you see him. Everybody sees him in the background, but nobody.
but I
like,
think it's because
interacts with him.
he's got a brotherly kinship with me. I
Is
mean,
there-
what?
Is there any way we can store the carriage somewhere in case we need to bring it on a future adventure now that we have a carriage?
There is a vehicle garage, which you can go to the very, like... You'll have to take it out of the court's wall, go to the very back of the plateau where there is a lift system, which then goes down and into the court's garage. Or vehicle bay is what it's known in my notes as. This lift has the ability to go all the way to the northernmost wall, far below the pillar.
I say we worry about that a little later. After
I don't know
we
if
talk
that's
to the
worth the
tyrant.
effort. Yep.
Alright. Well, it will be hours before the tyrant speaks with you guys. He has things to do. Night will fall. Sever can come out of his hiding spot. And after you guys have dinner, he will summon you to... Where do you guys want to have this meeting at? There's no need to always have it at the snack room.
If possible, Thatch would like to try to find Sever right when it hits night before we get summoned, if possible.
Okay.
I will store the sword in my quarters, and then go find Sever.
Okay.
Knock on his door or coffin. Go in his door and knock on his coffin.
It's a makeshift coffin.
Yeah.
It's like really big.
The other one's still in
Sorry, hold on.
Phasmalek's grasp.
Oh, hey, Thatch.
Hey, Sever.
How's it going?
So, a couple things. One, the agreement we made.
Mm-hmm.
I still intend to honor it, but do I have to call you Master?
No.
Am I now your thrall?
No, that was the overdue
Thanks.
thing. He was very much into it.
I'm very not into that.
That's fair. I'm trying it on. I think it was doing something for me, but I don't think it's fine. I still intend to follow through with that promise. Now more, if
As
not
do
for
I.
my own reasons.
As do I. Second thing, that sword. The entire time that we were going back from Toast, I kept getting an indication of when you were vulnerable. Almost as if the sword itself was telling me so.
When I touched it, it felt wrong. Very much like an antithesis. Smut Bad Biggle went to fight Fresno without the sword. Whatever magic it is, I don't think it likes vampires. So.
Would you be comfortable if I carry that sword? Or would that scare you?
I think that I feel much better with you carrying that sword than Coraline or Paradigm.
I would agree with that. Let's have Ozark take a good solid look at it. Maybe he can determine a little more than Anshua can. I'll bring it to the meeting tonight.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see. I'll go and see if Antron book as well. Maybe he wants to look at it himself, or maybe he'll share it with Ozark. Or
Agreed. Alright, enjoy your nap. I'll see you in a little bit.
thank you.
I like the roleplay of the coffin.
You all can gather together if you... Well, Revik, do you want to talk to Antoine real quick?
Yeah. I guess once nighttime falls and I can exit, I'll go and knock on his door again. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, you can always move about the court. There's no real windows here.
Okay. I don't wanna walk into his room.
Yet again.
So I do knock on his door.
Yeah, open it.
Hey Antoine. I was wondering if you wanted to finish reading the book, or if you wanted to take it to Ozark. Maybe he'd be faster at it. And there's like 7 of him. Or do you think that would...
Yeah, I passed by the book. I pass. I give the book off to to Sever. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want anything to do with the book here. And yeah.
Thank you. You've always been a good person. And then just wave and leave. I guess because Sever is very, very much more aware of how that murder was sort of his fault, because he could have just let her. And I guess I'll go to Ozark or Arvo. I'll go to Arvo first.
It's late. Arvo has early morning stuff usually, just due to his age.
Okay.
You can find his apprentice though.
Oh, sure. I'll hold up the book and point to the gems and say, "What can you do with something like this?"
What is it?
Well, I'm assuming very powerful magical gems.
He casts detect magic on the book and tells you it's not emitting a magical aura.
Well, I'm talking about like these,
the gems
like
themselves is like a material?
Yeah.
It's possible we can use them.
Okay. If you if you figure out something that's helpful for, please contact us so we can make use of it.
He nods slowly.
Okay, cool. And I'll hand over those gems there, and then I will go to Ozark after that.
Okay. He just has a handful of gems that you help pry out of this book's cover. Ozark will be at the meeting. Do you need to speak with him privately?
Nah, it doesn't have to be private.
Okay. Word will get around and get to you. Shade will pop in your peripheries. You all are expecting a meeting, and there will be one. Now! Where are we having this meeting?
The court.
Snack room?
Snack room.
Alright, snack room it is.
Meeting room.
You head to the beautiful snack room. There are tables set up, snack bowls with regenerating items to eat, a piano with a crab playing for its life, and a crab in a cage moving music sheets, playing soft piano music. A cannon is pointed at the one playing, an old-timey cannon.
A whole cannon or like a small one?
A whole cannon, like a 20-pound gun. You all see the tyrant, nonplussed, looking, a little tired. It's getting late.
The usual.
His bodyguard's always within 30 feet of him, as normal. Ozark's there. Or one of the Ozark simulacrums is there, I should say. Not the old-ass bitch one, but,
He's still chasing Umbug to these days.
Yeah. Is Helga and Umbug in the room? Or has Umbug been surrendered to someone?
I would have grabbed Umbug and brought him over to meet the tyrant.
Yeah. Umbug is cowering. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on anymore. He's been literally kidnapped to and halfway across the world, for all he knows. And the tyrant looks at the kid and looks at the horse. Paradigm,
So this
congratulations.
is Umbug.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about it. We thought it couldn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Umbug Aldrich.
Wait, the Aldrich? The one that...
Yes.
Yes.
And then I look at Coraline. Hey, Coraline, why don't you give that sack to the tyrant real quick and show him what's in it?
I will. I will
you
motion
sure?
to Helga. I will motion to Helga. Be like, hey Helga, why don't you take Umbug out and have maybe introduce him to Henry for a little bit.
Henry.
Helga will do this, I guess.
We'll call over the communicator when
Go
we
take him
need
to play with
back.
the dog.
There we go. That's a great idea.
Helga leaves with Umbug. The tyrant looks at you all.
Perhaps we
What?
should begin at the beginning. We
I
were
was
sent.
informed that you and Falzmalek made a deal to burn down the Aldrich estate. Why is the boy here?
Well, Duke Eldritch and his sister were found dead in their bunker basement.
Actually, the deal was to eliminate the Aldrich and his entire family. His burning was just more of a cover our tracks kind of thing.
Okay. Proceed. Let's hear your words.
Alsmalek entitled us to this mission, as well as undertaking one on his own, because he knew of an impending meeting between the architect Kelron of Thorazor and Duke Aldrich, and
I
he
am
feared for the safety of the architect, knowing the issue of the mushroom fungus that we had discovered previously, and knowing that Duke Aldrich was trying to worm his way into Thorazor to the point of forcing the mushroom grain upon the nation of Thorazor. He gave us an option. One, we could help him with a personal matter while he took care of this, or two, he would take care of his own personal matter, and we could go on this mission. And undertake it we did. We went into the city with a Thorazorian airship that immediately started carpet bombing the keep.
Yep.
We invaded Aldrich's estate, searching for him, fighting many undead along the way, and then, not finding him there, we broke our way into the basement, only to find Duke Aldrich and his sister lying on a table,
Yeah. Both
perfectly
dead?
preserved. Well, both dead,
You
but
all spoke
Coraline,
with Shade, right?
yes.
This was conveyed to me. I am aware. Do you still have the head?
Coraline has it.
Coraline will take out the head,
Yeah.
I guess unwrap it enough so he could see. It was strange. The outside of the bodies looked like they were freshly killed, but the inside, as you can see, is, I mean,
In perfect, pristine condition, as though it has not aged a single day.
even the
Someone,
inside.
No, the inside was dead. The
Oh.
outside was fine.
That's what you meant. Then
It was like someone cast gentle repose on them
There
for
we go.
quite some time. The inside, the blood was black and coagulated. Well, the outside appeared to be just them. It's
see.
either someone's acting as a doppelganger as him, or they were using necromancy to puppet them, which I think might be more likely.
You think that one's
I figured
more
we'd
likely.
bring the head in case you needed it to prove he was dead or something else.
I don't need proof. This is just
Maybe Falzmalak will like it.
maybe.
Obviously,
You need to
The
get rid
chance
of
of-
that as soon as you can from the city.
understood.
Okay.
Rewrap the head.
The fact that the Duke and his sister were already dead, but yet he was scheduled to meet with the architect of Thorazor, scared me. So we contacted Shade. We also contacted Falzmalek immediately to
Yes.
warn her in case someone else was going to meet with her. Do you have any knowledge of whether or not she went through with the meeting?
She did not. Kelron was successfully stood up, as it were.
We also
But
found
if there's an
Aldrich's
imposter,
diary.
then it makes more sense that that person would be in the keep? Question mark. I assume this has something to do with the cleric that was missing.
Yes.
We were told
Even
there was
though-
a cleric amongst his retinue,
Yes.
the dukes.
Oh, there was a priest that attacked us.
But it was not the cleric. And even though the city was carpet bombed and we were discovered, not discovered identified per se, but it was discovered that there was somebody in Aldrich's manor, and the cleric did not come. A priest was sent instead, even though the city was being carpet bombed and people were discovered that weren't supposed to be there. I'm worried the cleric was never in the city at all. Maybe he was going to meet with the architect.
And the priest
Possible.
exploded when he died.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
In a
That
radiant
seems to be a
fire.
common motif that is popping up in Destry. Fresnoth's goons have a habit of detonating themselves with magical something.
Esnos Coons.
Fresnoth, yes.
I thought
We were-
Aldrich and Fresnos were enemies.
With the way that Umbug seems to hate vampires as much as Fresnoth, I don't think they were as much enemies as we thought.
That
But
or
could Fresno-
the... and he points to the bag.
Yeah, that too.
Perhaps they were dead for a longer time than we originally thought.
We
well,
discovered. Go ahead, Coraline.
at the end of the diary has a letter saying that they should meet without the wizards and guards. We were thinking maybe they wish to do the same sort of impersonation as with Aldrich onto the architect.
Then it is a good thing that you all interceded.
I know this causes struggle and strife, but perhaps in this case, the problems will be outweighed by the benefit. This diary that we obtained also finally found some information on who may be behind this mushroom fungus. It listed a demi-human known as the Investor that had sold the mushroom fungus to Duke Aldrich, claiming that he was from Mula. Perhaps that might be the next place for us to investigate to further unravel this mystery.
Do you have a way of getting there? On foot?
God, no.
No. We know
Okay.
little. I know little about Mula.
Moolah is
What can you
beyond
tell us?
normal city. It is a field. They don't even have an airship tower. They are part of the Confederation in only name. If anyone's going there, it will be over land.
How long of a journey is that?
On foot? I'm
Far.
not sure. It is always a hassle getting there. Normal City is more or less the last airship tower to, well, the east or the northeastern states.
Perhaps if we wish to investigate this further, Falsmalek can help us with that. There are
Perhaps.
many airships in Thorazor.
He does owe us now,
This is true.
which is a very good thing to have. Ugh, excuse me.
Should we head back to Sorazor to tell Falsmalek all this?
Not
Or is
yet.
there anything you'd rather he not? Okay.
It'd be more suspicious than not if we keep stopping by there so regularly.
Understood. There was one other issue that came up from this. As we were bringing Umbug along with us, he kept referring to the Duke as his brother.
Are they not?
We were
Are
led
they?
to believe that We were led to believe that the only ones in the estate were the Duke, his sister, and then a distant cousin, I believe. Perhaps I'm misremembering.
2 children?
They claimed that Falsmalek was saying something about the kid being Aldrich's nephew.
Yes, that's right.
For all we know, it could just be incest.
It could just be incest. I'm not even sure.
Either way, he is
The
now
tyrant does not care. I don't know if I
Either
can
way,
properly
Umbug's the
convey
new heir
that.
to Dissel, evidently. And with no
Uh.
record of his death there, people will look for him.
This is true.
What do you propose we do with him? We figured bringing him here was safer than dumping him somewhere else.
And he kept trying to talk. He kept talking about killing the Overduke, so it probably seemed like a bad idea to leave him there.
It would have been a very bad idea to leave him there. We'll figure something out. We'll take him into custody. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we already have one political hostage. What's another?
I'll pat you on the shoulder.
Okay.
Trevor, would you like to add anything about Destry?
Yeah, Sever tried claiming ownership of Destry. Let's talk about that one.
The Overduke was very excited that there was another vampire back in Destry, and willingly subjugated himself before me. Unfortunately, he immediately revoked that after a homicide happened in front of him. And
A homicide? What?
Sorry, negligent homicide.
What did you do? What? He was just gonna give you his country?
Yeah. By the end of it, he was
What?
saying things like maybe Fresnoth was right. We should probably check to make sure he's not changing allegiances.
He won't. But...
Is that because of the...
It's because
threat
we
to-
have him in a fucking keep as a hostage. Yeah, he can't.
Okay.
What happened?
Natural look at Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
Was this old woman that Paradigm wanted to bring out, and she wanted to leave, and we kind of dropped her from a little height and didn't get caught. But we couldn't leave her there. If the smut came back, that would have been worse, no?
All the vampires are dead. How would he come back?
Well, she had said that he went to fight Fresnoth.
Yeah?
And he probably
All the
died.
vampires did go to fight Fresnoth. She kind of won. It's sort of what happens when you can summon sunlight. What? What were you got? You just dropped her and she just died immediately? Was she like old? What? Did you not have
pretty
rope?
Evidently, she tried jumping
What?
out of the tower multiple times before that, and died.
What?
Well, yeah, no, she was very hell-bent on suicide, apparently.
He's just staring at you guys.
The incident was very unfortunate and shameful on our part. We did come away with one thing of extreme interest from that tower, however. Thatch will pull out the longsword and put it on the table.
He looks
This
at
was
the
obtained-
longsword, gestures for Ozark to do his thing.
There was also a book in Ancient Common,
Several will place on the
very
table.
bejeweled.
I see.
Yeah. Arvo has the jewels right now. Maybe you can do something with them.
Okay. Well, hopefully the Overduke isn't going to try to sabotage himself now, if he's lost complete faith in you. That's the worst case scenario. We'll look at the sword and get back to you. Okay. Anything else? I have things to do.
Is there anything you wish us to pursue from this?
Not at the moment, no. Should probably rest, isn't Helga? Like, I was told she's running dry, as the spellcrafting community goes, or says.
Rest would be good for all of us, I believe.
Okay.
There was one other thing that was a little strange. We summoned Shay to tell him this the last time.
Mhm.
He could not see me, and maybe not hear me. I wasn't too clear on that. That was odd.
I'll speak with him.
Oh, he did not mention it yet. He seemed disturbed by this.
There is a chain of communication, and most of the time I don't get all of the information immediately directly to me. I will speak with him
okay.
about it. Thank you. And he dismisses himself because he needs to go and make some phone calls. Antoine, during that entire meeting, you were pretty quiet.
Yes, I was observing the tyrant. I want to see how's he doing. I was following up before medically, and I kind of see him also tired now, and it kind of rings a few bells. Like, okay, I'm kind of creating the notes in a diary. Like, at what time does he seem normal? What time he's not? Kind of doing further
Yeah.
medical upkeep on this person, like covertly, like all
Give me
covertly.
a quick perception check then. As the 18th comes to an end and you guys can start your long rest. Yeah. He just looks like a tired guy. It's late
Yeah.
at night. It's not like he's hacking up a lung.
Okay.
He looks a
While he
little
was talking,
disappointed.
sorry. While he was talking to us, did his facial features under the illusion match what he was projecting?
Pissed?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
He was... You would have recognized much more anger, Coraline. Especially when it was brought up that the Overduke may be having second thoughts about being a puppet of his. Because that would throw a massive wrench into his plans. And that really seemed to piss him off. But other than that, it was mostly at the level, or on the level. You all can leave the room or hang out. Ozark is still doing his identify thing, but he's expecting you guys to just leave the sword and book there.
And the diary, I assume?
Yeah, if you left the diary, then yeah. They're gonna have to go through everything, and that's a multi-day, well, multi-hour process at the very least.
Alright, then I think we rest.
Yeah, Paradigm's going to bed.
You go to bed, and Helga and Umbug more or less leave the party during this. During this time, she will be reassigned. You all will have your long rest, and it will be completed on the 25th. No, it won't. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it will be on the 25th. Nice. John guessed right. She's getting reassigned. It is one of the downsides of having multiple shortages of essence manipulators that can heal. And also her brother is, well, proving himself too useful within his little training program. And she wants to take care of him. And also she's kind of lost faith in you guys. Just a little bit. Which sucks, but...
When Coraline realizes that, she'll try to go talk to her.
You can do so, but I'm not going to play as Julia's character anymore.
We can assume it does not go well.
Let's assume that. You all can have a long rest. What would we like to do during it, if anything?
I
Small
guess the
stuff?
first thing I would do is I would go talk to Thatch and say, Thatch, if I'm really, really tired, and I think it's only going to get worse. Could I please take you up on that offer you had before?
Yes, you can.
How?
It's
do I
time to
need to
go
drink?
over this, aren't we? So,
We should.
Revik, I need you to go into some part of your sheet and write down thralls.
Oh no.
These
Oh
are
no.
characters that you will siphon hit dice from. When you expend hit dice from them, which you now will collect at a rate of however much you can get from them without killing them, assumedly, you will be able to add that to your regular hit die pool, not exceeding your level.
So I'm siphoning hit die?
Yes. Revik,
Oof.
you don't gain any real benefits from a long rest normally, right? It's just spell slots?
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping, unless I don't get my spell slots back.
You are a monster now. You get your spell slots back on a short rest.
Oh.
So
That's
when you
really
spend
cool.
hit dice, you will also be gaining your spells.
Okay, cool.
You are a truly terrible or terrifying monster. You siphon hit dice. When you expend hit dice, you may also gain your spell slots back. So you'll always likely be under your cap now. You don't gain any from a short rest until you siphon from them. What's really great about your thing, however, is you don't need to drink their blood to do that. You just take them. So you can now share Thatch's hit dice and also drain the overdue, since he is still marked by you.
So share my hit dice
Yes.
Like,
or siphon them.
Well, he
Does he
siphons.
have to be there?
He can collect them. So if he takes 7 hit dice from you or whatever the hell, 6. You're 6, right?
no.
Yeah.
So, but I only am rested if I get my full HP back or my full hit die back.
What do you mean by rested?
So like for the benefits of saying like favored foe, you get it back on a long rest, right? That only happens if I get all of my hit die back, or is it HP?
We will go with hit dice.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
once you hit your cap of 6, so say you take 3 from Thatch today, 3 tomorrow, then you will have been considered fully rested. You will only gain slots and HP back when you expend the hit dice, though.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Can I do weird stuff like because I get my hit dice back, I can cast Cure Wounds on myself, or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. All right.
I will make a rate of spell per hit dice. I think I already did. It's literally just gonna follow the 1, 2, 3 principle of a first level slot is 1 hit dice that you can expend. A second level is 2, and so on and so forth.
Woof. Okay.
It's rough. Having a lot of thralls you can take from will definitely help. But otherwise, you and Thatch are going to be playing this little game, this mini game of expending resources. You need
All
more
right.
followers, brother.
On
Can I
the first
take-
day, I have
You want to
4
try?
hit dice that you can take. That's
Do
all
you
I
mind-
have right now.
Do you
After
mind if I
spending-
just take 1 hit dice every day for 6 days?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So then I'll just be down a few hit dice at the end of. I'll be down like 1 at the end of the long rest, I think, which is fine.
So, thank you. I
Yep.
appreciate it. Sorry.
No, you're good. I will, at the end of this session, write down the full, I will codify this just for you, and
That's
send it to
fine. Thank
you.
you.
That way, we'll worry about it then.
other people can go. I'm just messing with my hit dice to restore hit spells. So, 1 moment.
Cool.
And probably HP. Sorry.
Yeah. Does anyone have downtime activities? At the end of this, I'm going to give you guys experience, by the way. But,
Cool.
Good.
After the conversation with Helga goes badly, Coraline's going to throw herself into counting the gold, however long that'll take.
yeah, you can spend an entire day auditing yourself. There is a total of 38,420
Holy hell.
gold pieces. 38.
Sorry, Alden was talking.
38420.
3820.
Sorry.
And it's all in gold pieces?
It is all in gold pieces.
Okay.
Not a single platinum coin and no silver at all.
I have, for the moment, put that on the party sheet.
That's fine. If you plan to split that up, Helga will get a cut, regardless of her leaving the team.
Should we take care of that now, then?
If you
I mean,
guys wish
yeah.
to divide it evenly amongst yourselves, then go ahead.
I mean, I figure we would expend it for party needs, but if
Yeah,
she's
that's what
leaving
I
the
was kind
team,
of figuring.
if she's leaving the team and gets a cut, we probably should give her that cut now.
Then subtract
just-
6,403 gold from that.
Okay.
Helga's walking away pretty.
Yeah?
Well, she'll be rich if she comes back.
If she ever goes to school.
I could
Pay all those
probably buy our
medical
way
fees.
Yeah. That's what it'll cover, the medical fees.
Helga, where's your character sheet? There it is. 3403 plus 15 is 6418.
I'm impressed at all these ones, Brood.
I know.
Right.
That's,
Wow.
It's like
Okay.
curling and curling.
Well,
You
to
know,
be fair,
it's-
I only have a 1 in 20.
Oof. Corwin counts the money, divides it, sets up a little care package to Helga. And then, what about the rest of you?
Well, after we split it, Coraline will go open a safety deposit trunk.
Oh, so we are splitting it?
yeah. I mean,
Might
everyone
as
should
well.
have equal amount, right?
Might as
I
well.
thought we were just gonna use it like how Thatch said, needs of the party.
What I was hoping for. Unless anybody has, I think if anybody has individual needs of the gold, speak up.
I mean, I thought we were just gonna dip into it if we needed something.
Oh, we can. I don't mind putting it into the communal coffer. I don't need it really.
You okay
Coraline
with that,
shares
Timer?
going into
Casey?
a safety deposit box.
I mean, we can still find a more secure place for it than the gardening shed.
Yeah.
Certainly.
We set up a safety deposit box for the group.
Yeah, is that something we can do at a bank?
Hmm?
Is there something we can do, like set up a place for it to be
Yeah.
stored safely?
I'm chewing ice. I'm sorry. When you
Oh,
guys
I'm
start
sorry.
asking me
Take your time.
multiple questions. So, banking in Tolst is super weird. You can either exchange it for Tolst bucks, which none of you guys want to do since play money's stupid. Or you can more or less buy space within a vault. They will take care of your money. They will not expend money as though it was theirs. This is not like a modern city where it's based off leasing and lending. It's literally just going to go into your specific vault and sit there. It won't accrue interest. It's not an investment. It's not the bank's money. Once you deposit it, it's yours.
That, please.
Okay.
Is there a charge for that?
You guys are agents of the city government. They won't. It'll be negligible or get billed to the tyrant.
We just want like a receipt whenever something's taken out.
Is this gonna be like 5-6 people have access to it, or?
I mean, it's just the 5 of us now. I'm assuming we're gonna give Helga whatever her cut would have been, the 6,000, whatever,
Mhm.
and then just stash the rest in there.
Okay.
Right.
That seems like the most fair thing to do. And if we need to spend it, we talk about it and see what we spend.
Okay. Add it to the party sheet then.
It has been added. Party sheet is currently sitting at 32,000 17 gold pieces.
You finally have a slush fund.
You have a select fund.
Could I also get Ozark to take a look at that gold chain that we found on Aldrich? See if, or I guess Temer first. If Temer would have, Anchois, if he would have, see if it's magic. If not, then I'll just see if Ozark thinks this will be useful as some sort of bargaining chip with the government of Dissel.
What you have in your hands will be found quite quickly out. This is more or less a chain of authority. It is what the ruler of Dissel is supposed to wear to signify his rank. They have a tradition there in Destry where the most the most important thralls of any vampires get show, I suppose, or a token not to fuck with them, and all of the dukes have something like that.
Okay, I'll toss it in the safety deposit box then in case we need it.
Okay, add it to the sheet. It's a
Would you like
family
me to do that?
heirloom of umbugs.
I will add it.
Okay.
Thanks, Fetch.
Yep.
I'll take it off mine.
Paradigm, Antoine, anything you guys want to do?
There's two things I would like to do. One is just continued follow-up on the tyrant. Just in general to see how he's going with his medical problems or health-related problems, to see if it comes up. If he shows any sort of wake of strength, illness like splotchiness or anything like this on him, and just general medical follow-up on that. Two, I would like to visit my Mokapunians up in their camp, and I'd like to do it without catching any attention from my father. I'd like to kind of do it like on the sly.
Okay, you want to head north to Riverwatch then. It's within 50 miles of Tolst. Yeah, way. You head to the monorail station, a part of the airship terminal that isn't often discussed, but the region of Tolst is more or less connected by this little railway. It just shoots, and then all converges back to the city. Excuse me. Riverwatch is one that sits north of Tolst, about 20, 26, 30-ish miles away, which you will get there within a couple of hours. The settlement is not too populated, but with the influx of settlers and refugees from both Cancelar and now Mokapuni, you will kind of just find them. Be like, they're just scattered around this river, hanging out, living their lives, connected to the ocean, in at least one way.
I look if anybody needs like advice, medical attention.
When you
Talk
get to
about how the waters are warm where we're from, but they're cold here. Stuff like
Yeah.
this. Reminisce about life and how it's changed. Our lives are here.
You are greeted like a minor celebrity. You are a noble son, a tribal chieftain's wayward shaman, as it were. And they want to know what you've been up to, Antoine. Like, who are you with? What are you doing? We heard you came up here and we followed you. And they're all kind of joking. Not a lot of old people are here, though. Many of the people who spent the majority of their lives on Mokapuni have refused to go.
There, I have family over there too, sitting on one of the mountains, an elderly grandma. I know how it is. They'll never leave. But you know what? We have each other here, and this strange land is. It's foreign, but it provides.
The deer are so much bigger over here. Like, we used to have tiny deers who lived on the island, and now, like, oh, these big brooding pine forests, and across the river, they're weird creatures.
Ask if the Toast is treating them nicely. You know, are they provided for with everything they need?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help? To help some of the people who just arrived? Like, is there anything they need to know? Anything they need to that? And I kind of put in questions on I suppose any news from back home, basically. New arrives, like any new arrivals could tell me something.
They heard that the Princess Ane, not Ane. Yes, Ane. Anne? I want to say it's Ane. The princess has fully forfeited her title. She no longer claims to be the leader of any Mokapunian, and has left with her family wealth, which she inherited from Biggles Jones, who has died recently.
Bigley's dead, huh? I
Biggles
can't
died.
cut off my nuts now.
Yeah.
Can't cut off my nuts now.
You joke.
Bigley.
Biggles.
Bigley.
She is off
Him and
in the
his-
world somewhere, but she is not here. Has no intention of joining her people back in Tulst.
No one knows where she went, huh? She just took a lot of inherited wealth and left.
She
Somehow
took a
I'm not
private
surprised.
Army, if that means anything. So now we don't have those mercenaries always giving us the stink eye, which is nice.
I'm
Just have
very
the people
curious.
from Cantalar, and the person you're talking to just gestures to the southern half of the city, away from the river.
I'm very curious if any other neighboring powers, like I think Ukarest, have been making. Is it big? No,
Big Stinky.
Big Stinky. Yeah, have been making any sort of, I suppose, encroachments into the waters, fishing, stuff like this. If like stuff like that. Like I'm interested now that the power vacuum seems to be a power vacuum. Is there any more hazard or damage coming to my people?
Up here? No, you're protected, bro. You're good.
I suppose in the island, since she left, like we have. It's good. I'm predicting, kind of half predicting my mind of what will happen now that it's anarchy. It's not anarchy in the sense that established leadership seems to have quitted the island.
Your people never really needed a leader, and you never really had a full-on government. If people were... The idea of, like, ownership of the ocean is a ridiculous notion to your people. Even if a big, stinky fishing boat came into Mokapunian waters, they wouldn't care.
Yeah, okay.
If Ugares came and, like, inhabited a full-blown island, they still probably wouldn't care. As long as they weren't hurting their people.
Yeah.
It's live and let live for people in Mokapuni. The idea of like, oh, we need borders over our territory, and how dare you enter our waters uninvited? They don't really have that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And you know, there's now a new cultural shift within your people, especially these guys who came all the way up here into such a different environment. They have heard about winter. The idea of it is insane to them. Like being trapped in your house because of frozen water. And like that is just a foreign concept that they can't wait to see. So there's that strange excitement of building a new thing, being in a new land, starting fresh, as it were, that they are going to come into contact with. And they have so many new friends to make.
I say that I've been here for just 6, maybe 7 months now. You never get used to the winter. At least I haven't yet. So good luck on that. Speaking more as Temer than as as Anchois, but maybe both. And spices. You'll never get the spices we have at our island. And I like to just hang out with them. I like to recharge myself with my people. And
you hang out with your people.
I could do some dodge checks if my father is around or something.
Your father has not come to Riverwatch. A large swathe decided to literally strike out on their own and not be a part of Tolst at all. The people in Riverwatch are immigrants. Your dad, along with some other more people who already had tribal power, have decided not to submit to some foreign guy calling himself a tyrant and have moved someplace else. I think they're south towards Lassicle's Way Stop or the Heights of Terror. Somewhere around there.
The Heights of Terror.
Pardon?
Oh yes, you just go south, follow the coastline. The Heights of Terror, you've never heard? It's close to Betteray.
Interesting. Do they get many people wanting to settle at the Heights of Terror? It doesn't sound like a welcoming. Anyways, no worries.
He shrugs.
Yeah. This sounds a very, very poor idea.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But that's what they want to do. And no one's going to stop them.
I shrug. I curse a bit. And I feeling a slight obligation to keep these people from dying. It's a horrible news I heard. Immediately I
it's the middle of summer. They'll be fine. You hang out with your people, Anchois, and eventually you'll go back and find out you are now or you now have access to your team's bank account, which is a foreign concept all on its own. But let's jump to someone else. We got Thatch, Sever, Paradigm, Coraline. It's kind of a downtime episode.
I think Thatch probably would wait. First of all, how does it feel when I get my hit dice drained from me by a vampire?
Awful. To be perfectly honest with you. Because Sever does, he bites you. That's kind of weird. His fangs are in your neck. But there's a numbing / paralyzing agent, so you don't... It's like getting stabbed with a syringe, just with less pain. And then, he leaves, he stops, and then over the night, you just kind of feel like you're withering away. You have cramps. Your magic is being ripped from you, Thatch. A part of you that you just kind of naturally accumulate and then kind of expend into your body's muscles and strength. And part of it's just torn. It's ripped away. It's not like it is absent against your will, I suppose? Or not against your will.
Not really.
But
I've agreed to this.
It is unnatural. And foreign and alien, and when you wake up, you're not injured, your shield's still there, but you aren't really restful. And then you gain that small percentage of your body's inner strength back at the very end. It's okay, it's time to get up. And you're just
depression.
A little sluggish. Yeah. You're not exhausted. There's no mechanical thing. You just don't have as much hit die. Like, what is a hit dice, right?
Right. Thatch is thinking along the lines of not regretting the decision yet, but thinking that this is the struggle I must endure
Yeah,
if I'm gonna find allies to save my people.
it's true.
Over the course of the week, I will definitely be interested in hearing what Ozark has to say about that sword, and I'd also like to visit the armory at some point.
Start shattering +1 long swords over your let's do Ozark first. Ozark will have identified the blade. To his knowledge, first of all, it's super fucking cursed. He immediately cast Detect Curse on it when it came out so strongly. Whoever attunes to the item will... A terrible thing will occur, he supposes, if you do not have a specific requirement, which he is not willing to tell you. Aside from that, it is a +3 longsword.
Ibs.
You definitely have the specific requirement.
He does not, I don't think. What this sword requires, and Ozark will gently draw it out with a pair of tongs that he got from a barbecue grill. Shaking it out, the blade itself comes, or is revealed to be like a rainbow-like material. A steel that glimmers and reflects light in so many ways. And then when fully drawn, it appears to be normal, just regular steel. The blade isn't etched, but the hilt, the handle, and the pommel at the very end of it is all incredibly enchanted, and it seems to flow throughout the blade itself. This weapon, Thatch, has permanently killed, several dozen to several score vampiric creatures over its years. It was wielded by, it appears to be, an Alexander von Gleivlich, the Night Haunter, which he gestures to the book. It is described thoroughly within this tome. The scribe who wrote this account seemed to have been a fan of the man. He was an ancient warrior who, well, if what is said to be true, he died fighting a god, along with a coalition of other very strong individuals several thousand years ago.
Oh my god. Castle power.
Yes. He is quite similar to one of the characters of Castle Power, as a vampire arc.
Interesting.
Yes.
You said it's cursed?
It is cursed. It has... I have not made contact with it, but if you have a magical weapon kill a very specific or very magical foe over and over and over again, it will more or less accumulate that spent life force that it absorbs naturally, and it will become a terrible weapon indeed. I am surprised it even managed to let a vampire handle it, from what I was told. Revik, or Sever, excuse me. I'm still used to calling that fucking frog by his real name. I was told that he was the one who brought it to your wizard, Antoine. He's lucky that he did not draw the steel. There would have been a chance that... Well, I won't go into it. Don't want to give anyone any funky ideas, he says, looking at a wall where Coraline is listening in.
Any other qualities you could tell me about the weapon? Or about the curse?
Curses have a habit of hiding themselves, or concealing their natures. They also give quite a powerful enchantment most of the time to the wielder, at the cost of never being able to put it down again. I am quite tempted to bar anyone to use this weapon. However, I am also not the tyrant, and I don't care how you all decide to spend your lives. So I will not do that, as we have done with another item of discovery teams. We can keep it in storage within the armory and just have your name attached to it if you all wish to decide to use it at some point in the future. But for right now, I would heavily advise you not to willingly touch this or so foolishly go about handling it.
I will take your advice to heart. And it seems that my team wants me to store it in our vault, but I will store it in the armory.
Understood.
For now. I would like to take that book, if he's done with it, though.
You may have it. It is non-magical. I have already copied what I care to copy.
And then, you don't have to tell me now, but over time, I would go ahead and read through it just to see if I can learn a little more about the sword. But that's something that we can deal with later.
Okay.
I
Isn't
do
it
want...
in common?
Yeah, I guess I can't read it at all, can I?
True. You can get someone to read it to you, though. Hang on, let me cast.
Give me a bedtime story.
Give me a reason to visit Anchois later. I'll
True.
put it on my stuff.
Yeah, bunk with Anchois from now on.
Have a bedtime story.
Well, probably better than my bedtime story with Sever is going to go for the next.
Yeah.
I will head to the armory though, because we have a couple magical greatswords that
True,
our party
you do.
picked up. And I guess I will confer with our party. What do we want to do with those?
Oh god, those are still tied to me.
Yeah, we probably took them off you on the airship, but
Actually, I have a question for John before we discuss that. The hunters in the city,
Oh no.
is their equipment belonging to the city like ours does?
No,
Or is that their own?
that is their personal equipment. They
Okay.
aren't... Hunters in Tulst are private citizens and individuals. They follow their own law. They're like citizens of the world, almost.
They just headquarter here.
Yeah,
Thatch, I was thinking
basically.
if we could find some of these hunters, maybe some of them would have an interest in these great swords in exchange for maybe some weapons that they don't like something blunt for you and tiny and swift for me.
seems like a good possibility to me. Would you like to take them and go try that this week? I'm not really feeling myself lately.
Yes, you look a little bitten.
Bitten? Did you say peaked?
I said smitten, of course.
Smitten.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not. I think I have a place where I can start, but I don't know how well it'll go. It went
Oh,
a little
no.
badly last time. But maybe Paradigm, you can keep them, and if anything comes of it, I'll come get you, and we'll see.
Huh? What? I'm here?
Aren't you? You have the swords.
Oh yeah, I guess. They're just attached to my flanks at this point. Like properly.
It's like, did you see that centaur? He was fucking holding two great swords. You think he dual wields them? Fuck. He's so beautiful.
And he's got a mace. You must hold that in his mouth or his
He
tail.
must be a great
The
warrior.
flails in my mouth, the swords are right here.
A fighter of unseen parallel.
A paradigm.
So, last thing I'll do, and I'll go tell the party I'm going to the armory to see, now that we have actual money, let's see if there's anything of use that we could pick up. Does anyone want me to get anything? Anybody want me to get anything while I'm there? And don't forget that if you have any other uses for the money, this would be a really good time to use it.
Well, I'm hoping I'm hoping to find a trade for the great swords, but if not, a magical knife, short sword, scimitar, whip, anything of the kinds.
See what I can pick up.
Anything
I have a
with
proficiency as
finesse
finesse.
property tag.
I was
I'm-
thinking of going to look at magical robes out in town if that's something that might be out there.
Antua officially, Antua officially, releases any obligation of ownership for the money, saying, you know what, guys, it's just nothing. I can't, that's it. No worries. And just kind of backs out that way. Doesn't want anything to do with that incident that happened. And sadly, despite wanting money, and says no. You can't square it. Like, it just can't be squared. That aspect.
Honorable, to say the least. Satch, I don't know if you know what the armory actually is. This armory is what your fellow task members drop off. It's not like a magical item shop. You can't buy anything
Fully
here.
aware. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fully aware that but I know that there are some things that are available.
This is true. And John will list them as you talk to one of Arvo's apprentices who is in charge of maintaining and more or less getting orders out. This is also where potions will be stored from now on. They are trusting the Ulithean security team to do so. There are currently 17 common healing potions that have been made this month. There are 2 greater potions of healing as well. The cost for materials, specifically for the person making these, is 50 gold per common healing potion and 300 for the potion of greater. And there is a buy cap. This is not a thing that everyone can just instantly have access to, spend all their money, and rob any other team from the potions. There is an oil of acid resistance with the tag for a physical tag attached to it that says for the sewer gigolo, without any further explanation attached to it, as well as the ability to buy +2 arrows at 125 GP per arrow.
Whatever. Do you want any arrows?
And I think I'm good on the arrows right.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's all that's listed for right now?
Yeah. They
Okay.
do not have a magical smith or not a magical smith, a master crafter to make any new weapons. People are still looking for one.
All right. I will put a note in that whenever anybody hears of a magical smith or crafter, to let the political team know. It's something we might be interested in. I will purchase up to our limit of healing potions and put them on the party sheet, I think, because we just lost our healer. If everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, sounds like
Fine
that.
by me.
All right.
You may purchase 10 of common
Oh.
and 1 greater healing, if you wish to.
That's a lot more than I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So that's 800 gold total.
we're putting meager through college.
Yeah.
All
Basically.
right. I will take 800 gold off the party sheet, and I will put our great swords on there unless we instantly get rid of them when I'm done talking.
Okay.
So 2 commons apiece, and
We
I
can
know
just
who-
leave it on the party sheet for now, and then next time we leave, we'll divvy them up.
all right.
No, please add them to your inventories right now.
Oh, okay.
We had a thing happen. People did not equip them, and we had to fucking go back 20 minutes. 'Cause they
How many
fucking
each?
forgot.
2?
There are 5 of you.
Okay.
Everybody gets 2, and who wants to carry the greater?
You should probably.
Okay.
Can't do it, guys. Can't do it.
Oh,
You
you
don't
don't
want
want anything to
You
do.
don't even,
Yeah,
you don't even take anything that's
unfortunately.
bought with this money?
I mean, like,
You-
logically, like, it would need to be that. I mean, ideally, I would take it, but logically, it would need to be that. I can't benefit from it. I wouldn't even, like, be force-fed it. I would like, no, thank you, guys, or something like this. You know, that idea.
out of curiosity, do you guys wish to donate one of the great swords so that they can learn the enchantment?
Yes. I
Oh,
think we
sure,
should
if-
do that.
I just thought
Yes,
they
yeah.
already knew how to make +1 weapons.
No,
Well,
each
these have
different
special things
weapon
on 'em, I
needs
thought.
its own version of the enchantment.
Gotcha.
You can't just add like, oh, this broad thing of sharpness. It doesn't work for like flails or hammers or anything like that.
No, I don't have a problem
Yes,
with
let's do it.
Okay.
Let's contribute to the group as a whole.
Cool. I will denote it. And you are keeping the other one, right?
I will put it on the party sheet unless Coraline can instantly turn it into other weapons.
Okay. All they need is a master crafter smith who is capable of making greatswords. Just as they need a flail guy. Hopefully it'll be one dude in totality, but
A
no
flail
leads
guy.
just yet. Yep. You guys have a way of making +1 flails. You just need someone to make a mastercraft flail.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I gave him my
You,
flail.
actually.
They just can't replicate that fucking whatever weirdness about it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said?
Yes. That is true.
Is it well finesse? It's not, right?
No, it's not. It is a strength-based weapon. It'd be pretty sick if it was, though.
I'd have been using it a long time ago.
You would have stolen that shit so long.
You all, I don't think we got to Paradigm yet.
Mm-mm.
And Revik too, I think.
Yeah. If you guys, does anyone want to go?
Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Alright.
Paradigm wants to start the week by trying to learn clairvoyance.
Ooh. That is
It's 3rd level.
3rd level.
Divvy.
Please roll me a 1d100. Easy. An easy learn, but it will take you 3d2 days.
Mm-hmm.
4 days.
It's not too bad.
So on the 22nd, you will learn clairvoyance.
He's basically the way he's gonna try and learn it is he's going to repeatedly try and cast clairvoyance in Ozark's lab that's like deep under everything else that he went to the one time.
Could you do someplace that doesn't have forbiddance on it?
What's up?
Can you choose a
Warded.
different? Real quick. Yeah,
Oh.
it's super warded. This entire
Can I try Celeste's
Portals.
bedroom?
the entire court is forbidden.
Oh, the entire court is? Okay.
You cannot see within it.
Just like the outside edge just past the bridge. You know what I mean? The melting one?
Yeah.
Or is that still part of it?
Can you spend 100 gold for a thing real quick? For your
Yes,
material
I
component?
have. I thought it had to be a focus that you had to have a focus that was worth at least 100.
Yep.
No, it's a specific clairvoyance focus.
Yeah.
It has to be a crystal ball
okay.
for
I see.
vision and a
Either-
horn to listen
yeah.
for.
Either a jeweled
gonna-
horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing. So,
I'm going to get a fucking glass eye that'll fit into Nekri's skull.
Oh my god.
nice.
Awesome.
Spend 100 gold and you can do that.
Got it. Done.
You have to
One's
choose
good.
seeing or hearing. Do you want to spend another 100 for a horn? You
Yeah, why
cannot-
not?
You cannot both see and hear when you use this spell.
I know.
Okay.
I think you can switch from one to the other after you cast it. I'm not.
Maybe,
100% on.
but that seems silly.
I assume you just have to pick one before you cast it and then do it. But yeah,
Yes, you can use your action to switch. It
Hmm.
appears.
the
Yeah.
horn's just gonna be stuck up between the jaws of Nekri's skull,
Cool.
and just like a little mouthpiece.
Oh
The skull
my
has
god.
ear holes.
Just in the cranium, a speaker comes out. Okay.
God, this skull's getting cursed.
Poor Necry. Making noise even in death.
I know damn well Bran would have loved this.
I'm kind of happy Rembrandt's skull got incinerated before you could get your hands on it.
And
Getting those
sorry.
two commissioned will take the rest of your 3
That's fine.
days. Yeah, that shit is. I mean, fuck, man.
all good.
Okay. You can now spy on people. Great. Mr. Sever, you feeling a lot better. Ripping some good old juice from Thatch. What are you doing?
I'm sort of like doing the Tobey Maguire at night towards the airfield. And I want to know how much Bucks it costs to get to Thorazor and back. Just for like a few days so that I can deliver some food and hopefully make some packs with some people.
Bring the head.
I will do that later.
During this week, that head will begin to rot.
Surprise.
Half a week for gentle repose. So
The gentle repose spell that was keeping it good and nice and in good condition has faded.
You go there anyway. Break the head.
So, what you are asking for is more or less legally impossible.
Oh, okay.
So, Thorazor knows where Tulsk gets its food. Tulsk buys 90% of its food from Alcazan alone. And Thorazor has a pride like no other motherfucker. If Tulsk could just, put Alcazanian products into a crate marked with a big T on it, it would still get turned around. And a private citizen doing it is no different from a government.
Gotcha. Okay. That punches a hole in that. In which case, are there any towns that are outside Thorazor within a week's walk? Like a week there and a week back? I'm sorry, 3 days there, 3 days back?
Yeah.
If it's on a map, I'd like to go and visit one just to get out into the wilderness again to explore.
Wait,
it's not safe.
So you want to go to Thorazor from the city-state and walk around their territory? Or
I want to walk around Thorazor's territory, like any villages that are outside of Tulst. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so Tulsk, not Thorazor.
Yeah. I want to see the villages around there.
Okay. I need to go to a different region map then. I thought you were going to Thorazor.
Sure. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So that monorail system that Anchois took that is barely ever talked about, since no one really goes to the Tulst region, there's nothing really out here. But there are places you can visit. There's the north, there's the south. Where would you like to go?
I'll go north for now. So that seems like the place where there's less people have explored it.
This monorail station connects first to Riverwatch. No, I'm a liar. It first connects to Kernlow's logging camp. They've never changed the name on their village.
Okay.
From there, you can get to Kelthor's Glade or Riverwatch and the pit.
I think I'd like to try Kelthor's Glade because it sounds like it's less watery.
Yeah. You head to Kelthor's Glade. It is a nice little idyllic village with a big, huge Resident Evil 1 level huge mansion upon the highest point, which is next to a cliff which overlooks the vast ocean before you.
Minor shivers.
Yeah, there is a small village that has been built underneath it. Like a mile or two away from it, really. And there's just a bunch of people living out here, hanging out, doing their thing, being woodsy dudes.
could I ask them? I'd be like, "Hi, I'm a tourist from Tulst. What's that big mansion over there?"
You go out in the middle of the night and knock on somebody's door to do this?
You know what? You're right. I knock on the
You knock on the...
big Resident Evil 1 mansion.
Yes, you knock upon the great big door. Lightning crashes and thunders. Dog barking can be heard out in the distance. A wolf howls. A snake
Cool.
slithers.
Cool.
John looks
Snake?
as
Snake.
the door opens. No, where's my music? Come on. No. Where? There's Barovian Castle.
Classic.
The doors begin to crack open. A butler looks at you. His stern eyes fall upon your stony skin and says, "The Master Mori has not offered invitations to your ilk. Identify yourself."
Hi there. I'm Sever, Spawn of the Tyrant. I'm just kind of passing through, looking around the area. I was wondering if I could talk to him, or maybe you could tell me more about this area.
He is not presently at home.
Oh, where is he? Maybe I can find him.
You will have to speak with the Tyrant of Toast.
Oh, for Mori. Is that his full name? Does he have a title?
Mori Kelthor. Dash Curranlow. And he, like, rolls his eyes at the Dash Curranlow bit.
Kelro Dash. Alright, gotcha. Curran Row. I'm probably gonna write that wrong. Well, in which case, thanks. And, how do your people survive being this far out from the main city of Tulst with all the spirit beasts?
They don't come here. We destroyed them all.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, do you have time for maybe some tea? We can have a chat.
You are not invited. And he closes the door.
That's fine. I guess I'll just explore the area around. There's no tea, so I guess I feel a lot more now. And then by the end of the week, I come home. So.
You explore Kelthor's Glade. You will find through your adventures that this place is has been raised within a 20 years. No, it's only 10 years old actually. It's not too old of a place, of a settlement. This manor was sort of built first, and then the village kind of sprung up around it, and then a logging camp was paid for to, you know, it's just privately owned, I guess, by this Mori character. But you can head on back, your nights having been spent well. Thorazor, during this time, sends you your fucking coffin back, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Falsmalek is like, why is this still here? When are they coming to pick it up? And they sort of just shipped it off to you.
Can we send a head on their return trip?
No.
Gift for Falsmalek. It's wrapped up, so it doesn't.
Let's put it in a box with some roses.
There you go.
The box is leaking some black blood.
Yeah,
Yep, okay.
It's just fucking rotting mush. You just put like an Amazon sticker on it. Fucking biohazard warning label. Did we miss anyone's downtime?
I just want to add to mine. I'll at some point. Well, the others will probably notice that after the first day, Coraline's looking a lot more subdued. But she really threw herself into counting those coins, and then she'll take, I don't know, 10 gold worth, get a whole bunch of bread discs, and try to show up to that. What was it? Not etiquette training group for the 15 to 18-year-olds. hunters.
Okay.
Was it etiquette or was it like social something or other?
Yeah.
The one where she tried to send where it went badly the
Flirt
first
with
time,
kids?
and then and then when she sent the pizzas the next time where it turned out okay. So she'll just try to go there during their lunchtime and just talk to them and say, oh, we found. No, thanks. We found, a magical greatsword, and we don't really have a use for it. If any of them or their families would like it in exchange for, and I'll list what we need, like something blunt for Thatch or a finessable weapon for me.
Mm-hmm.
See if any of them are interested.
Oh my god.
Perhaps.
It's the same kids.
Give me a charisma check of some kind.
Oh no.
Sell me on something.
Persuasion? Trying to persuade them to trade an item with somebody they found creepy a while ago?
Yeah, they still kind of do. But,
Okay.
You're bribing them with.
Not bad.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
very decent.
With Andy.
Come on, whip. I want to impress Irithyll.
That's why. Just be a man.
One of the stupider ones, wants to look at this greatsword. Now,
Sure.
he doesn't need it. He has a trick weapon, so he's super fine on his own little fighting style.
Oh, from
However, his family does collect cool shit, and great swords. There's just something so symbolic about them that he.
Well, they're
likes.
great.
Yeah,
Hi,
they're
that's
great.
the way they're called.
And
Tell
what
them that a
what
horse
exactly
warrior
are you
can wield
looking?
it.
You're here to barter, and they respect barters. They don't like people asking to buy their shit. They don't need money. Hunters want cool things to look at and talk about.
Well, when I meet with whoever is part of their family that's interested,
You
I'll
won't.
say
You'll
it.
go through this 15-year-old girl. Who's like,
oh, sure.
yeah.
Then I'll tell her about the awesome battle where we had to fight 2 armored skeletons and wrest these great swords away from them, and hopefully somebody polished them since then so they look better. Probably not.
You see a hoof print on one?
That's the one we left at the armory. So I'll tell her about the battle, not where we were, what we were doing.
Your persuasion was. They want to know what you want for it.
Oh, okay. Ideally, some sort of magical knife. Failing that, a shorter sword, something quick. If you have nothing of the kind, I have a friend that could use something blunt, something to really knock some sense into. To be honest, we've come up against some beasts that my normal knives just have no effect, and it's I've been letting down the group a little bit.
You stare at them. They think for a moment as John rolls if they have anything to trade. Do you want high
big
or
money.
low?
High is always good.
That's a 10.
Did you roll 1?
No, that's a 10.
Oh.
Median!
That means nothing to me. I need... Okay. They have something in mind that their family won't miss. John looks at
The plus
a
1
weapon
magic
table.
longsword.
More often
Property
than
of
not.
Tolst on it.
Yeah.
It's broken in half.
Got duct taped.
We found this in the City of Blinding Lights for some reason.
It's where you really should go if you want a magical warhammer.
Too bad it's overrun by leeches and rats.
Hey, the rats are nice people, apparently. We just gave them a thumbs up and walked by.
That just means we're bad people.
She doesn't know any magical whips or scimitars, but she does indeed know about a magical dagger that her family has. And she will run it by them to see if they can facilitate this trade. Maybe you'll get to speak with her dad or mom.
The Essence Slicer, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They are willing to make this deal if this is a 1-for-1 trade.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. You will meet a slightly older woman in comparison to you, who will appear one day outside of town in a publicly accessible place with a suitcase that is nice and adorned. And you probably would have dressed up the weapon so it wasn't so obvious you're walking around with a fucking greatsword, but it's also a greatsword, so it's kind of hard to hide.
I would have maybe brought Thatch, because he's more intimidating than I am, while wearing this big sword, looking like he probably can use it.
Yeah.
Make Paradigm carry it over for you. This is my servant.
Yeah, they'll make the
And
trade
yeah,
with you.
I would have spent the time, polish it up a little bit, maybe get a scabbard for it.
All right, I will remove the great sword from the party sheet.
Cool.
I assume it's a +1 dagger.
It is a +1 dagger.
Excellent.
Nice.
It is one of those stiletto daggers for stabbing people.
Ah, perfect for going through skulls.
Yes.
Perfect
It
for
is
coral
fancy. Made out of some kind of silverine metal. So it's not made out of silver, but it looks like it is.
Great against undead.
Sure.
It's magical. It's great against everything.
You all can regroup. Gather together. Your week of long rest is
Out of
over.
curiosity,
Yeah.
we didn't go through the I suppose detective work, medical detective work on the.
All right, give
on
me
the
a stealth
tyrants?
check. You're still sneaking
Okay.
around, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm horrible at stealth, anyways, but let's do this.
I know you did great last time.
Yeah, surprisingly, actually.
Grabbed him by the wrist and felt his fucking pulse.
Hey.
All right.
All right, you will get spotted by the bodyguard nearly immediately as you are sneaking around. So this makes approach incredibly difficult. But you can give me a wisdom-based medicine check. Because now you're using your eyeballs to see him.
Seems all right. I suppose.
Yeah.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He's still kicking. It's not like you're spending all
Alright.
day with him. You're in a other town most of this week.
Yeah.
So
Not. I couldn't have the time to dedicate to do my ongoing care, my remote care of him, and I'll take note
Someone
that
call
he
it
seems a bit more
stalking.
tired.
But yeah.
Yeah, some might. Yeah. But you know what? I see what I see, and he seems all right. Just a bit more tired than usual. And I make a note to say that. Well, let's see how long this lasts.
Fair enough. Okay. It is the 25th when you guys return, and there have been some developments, specifically in Destry.
Really?
The day you guys left, there was a massive offensive that Fresnov put on your dudes. This was kind of the talk of the town for a while, as John busts out the map and hopes you guys are over here. There we go. So, as we all know, Fresnov has people. Her power base, I should say. Let's get an orange out. Is this denotation line. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly or not, but that is where her people are. And there have been minor border clashes along this line as Fresnov purges her own people. Tolstudes have been heading on in to well, stop it once they hear it and just like put pressure on them, like, hey, we're here, we got guns, fuck off, and have been setting up forward positions during these 2 months. Oh, fuck, John just zoomed in massively. He did not mean to, I swear. Then, over the days, Fresnoth has been pushing outward more and more. At first, just small scouting groups going in, going out, into the woods, getting checked all along the path, but not really dedicating a massive assault. Okay, I guess those lines are just there forever now. There we go. And now, on the 17th, or 17th to 18th, that couple of days is where actual battle groups are charging these positions and starting actual battles and fights to the death. Tulst, for the most part, has had very few casualties. Now they are taking them, and hard. To make matters worse, down here in the Duchy of Dissel, people are sort of coming out of the wood and have just taken these 2 settlements down here. We will get pink. These 2 are now fully theirs, and I don't know what to truly call it, but
As in Dissel took those settlements, or
Yeah.
someone else? Okay.
people with the colors of Duke Aldrich have taken those 2 settlements and are setting up across the river. Or they would have if they were not immediately bombarded after talking. Well, discussions were briefly held, and then the Overduke and his puppet masters have identified them and declared them a threat. Yeah. So the battle line has shifted quite a lot. Fresnoth still has not made any moves towards Duke Grothel, because Duke Grothel is a madman, to say the least. That is the development in Destry so far. The notebook that you gave to your boys, you guys specifically gave them a book to be studied that more or less identifies all of Duke Aldrich's holdings. This is super weird. They weren't sure what the plan was here, if not just a way of gaining trust to, what's her name? Kelron?
Yes.
Yeah, Kelron.
Yes.
Lady Kelron.
Lady Kelron. They assume it is that, and related to get her alone, and then either enchant her, kill her, and then take her position. And then just take Thorazor from a leadership position. Valsmalek has more or less distracted the Lady Kelron, and states that Aldrich is now at war with more or less Tulst, and they shouldn't be fucked with right now, unless, you know, suddenly Tulst is now the enemy, which I don't think the city wants.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Falsmalek is still playing as Team Tulst right now. Like, yeah, they're pretty cool, we should listen to them. Or, you know, be friends with them at least. And Kelron is like, okay, well, I don't declare war anyway, so I don't care. That's kind of the current situation right now.
There's no news from, like, the southeast or anything?
The southeast?
Like Nevlators?
No, but as you all gather up, it's time to choose your next outing. John switches us back. Okay, we're already there. You all arrive in the snack room. The tyrant is there. It is time, he says. Is this the one I want? I don't think this is the music I want. Where is it? No, not Amazing Grace. Thank you. I don't know where my
The
music
tyrant's
went.
just
What the
singing
fuck?
Amazing Grace at us as we walk in.
Amazing
Amazing
Grace.
Grace.
Well,
Yeah,
Tolst has taken a lot of casualties recently.
Oh god.
true. There we go. You all are gathered without Helga. And they have some things to discuss. One, Sewer Gigolo. That is first on the agenda right now. He apparently wanted some sort of magical component which cannot be determined if it's even real or not. However, it has a briefcase with assumedly more wizards in it. They want it. They just fucking want the briefcase. The oil of acid resistance can be hopefully bartered for it, or at least distract the sewer gigolo enough to steal the briefcase from him. If you guys are interested in going back home, he says, pointing to Paradigm.
I want to tell that bitch Zarina she's a bitch.
Ah. Oh, okay. He gives you a thumbs up. Not too sure exactly what you're talking about. So that's the sewer gigolo. There are... Who... You know of the greater chemical, right? He says, pointing to Antoine Paradigm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
so
Faustian.
a development has been made. He has given us his terms. If we are to distract/destroy a creature known as Mephelio, then he will join us willingly. Until this threat is dealt with, he shall not. He enjoys his mountainous little suburb home beneath a mountain.
With the murder dwarves?
Yes.
He enjoys the murder. Okay,
Well, no one fucks with them, so
that's fair.
yes.
Does make good sense.
Next up is the Destry situation. And probably the ones you're more heavily invested in. There is a city there called the Principality of Morning Glory, or the Province of Morning Glory now. It used to be owned and run by a young vampire. It was the last city to truly fall to Fresnoth. The locals there have been under tyranny, I suppose, for a rather long time. There's currently a ruling caste of clerics there called the Council of Clarity. We want them gone. Not repulsed gone, but dead gone.
Ah.
We believe, after some negotiations and polling, I suppose, that if the Clarity were to go, and we were to suddenly reinforce the area, the entire populace will more or less peacefully desert Fresnoth. This would take out a urban center of hers. This is where most of her production is done. Otherwise, she's just hanging out in a bunch of tiny forts, which will be, much easier to assault than a city. We have a limited time to do this, and only one true chance to get them, as it were. Because once, or if you all fail, the city will be much more fortified.
How many clerics in this circle?
From our estimates, 16.
Jesus.
We don't expect them all to be there, though, at one time.
Will destroying several of them be enough to accomplish this mission, or do we need to hunt them down?
The more that are dead, the less they can lord over. We assume the majority of them are within their palace, or the old vampire's palace. Old Prince Bad Bagels.
We've quickly learned that when it comes to vampiric structures, we have some kind of special key to get in them. I look at the vampire frog.
Yeah, we might be able to get in there. And the less clerics of Fresnoth, maybe the less powerful she is.
It would also be good optics for a vampire to be the one to take over the city.
Think we could use the fog to get there?
We could try. We might run into problems with the golems. We'll
Fog.
find out.
Golems.
There's like a fog gate that we
Yes.
can use.
Yeah,
I don't think we mentioned that to you.
we got lost in a magical fog that, not sure exactly where it took us, but it took us to a crossroads of some kind between, what were the paths? There was Destry, the...
Destry to the north, Morning
Drift.
Glory to the east,
and
Bristle to
Dissel
the
and
west.
the Wilds.
to the south.
You see.
So
Well-
we could just go straight to Morning Glory.
If people are able to take out their clerics, or at least get the garrison to not open fire on airships that would be coming to reinforce the city, that would be fantastic.
How strong are these clerics? Say, compared to our friend Paradigm here.
Scaling in strength, I assume. I don't
They're-
have that information.
They're not as strong as Fresnoth. That's all I know right, for sure, right? So we take them out.
Assumedly.
How strong is Esnoth?
Tower of fire conjured out of the open air, reaching into
Makes
the sky.
sunlight.
She has the ability to cast 8th circle spells at least, which is very, very strong for those who are magically illiterate.
I look at my 3rd level spells and weep.
Yeah.
Yes. Fresnoth will require something special, or at least a silence stone to be thrown at her.
Sorry, a what now?
I'm sorry?
A what now?
A silence
silent-
stone?
Would that be something that you would put into a
Spellcasters
spell?
can't cast magic when they... Well, most can't cast verbal components when they cannot speak.
Right. So, like, you could put that into someone's house so they couldn't study or focus on studying.
He's saying he thinks there's one in Umbug's cottage.
Assumedly. Yeah, I mean, all it requires is a permanency spell to permanently cast a spell upon something. You have access to that spell, correct, Revik? Or seven?
Yeah.
Well, you choose an object. Or a space.
Do you have access to the permanency spell? We can do that right now.
I do not know. That is a wizard thing.
Okay. Cool.
And
It was
Ozark?
casted on me, and I could charge into her face.
Ozark is not an enchanter. He cannot. No.
I think we
The
should go-
Ozark Simulacrum speaks up. If I was able to make magical items all the fucking time, I'd never see a day of rest. Oh, people would be at my door hounding me every single day. Oh, he stretches. Go bother Arvo if you wish for magical items.
What
Well-
about the creature that the chemical man wants us to destroy? Do you know much about that?
We don't know. Ozark speaks. Mephelio is believed to be a foul one. A named foul one, meaning he's been active for so long he gained a name. People named him and it stuck. This is rare for foul ones. Foul ones don't normally have names. He also seems to be able to pass himself off as a mortal, for the location he is in is the Forge of Alvin, where some people are currently keeping track of him. Small numbers. Not too much is known. He is believed to be powerful. I'm sorry that we don't have more information.
Well, if anyone, I think Paradigm, you want to go see the sewer gigolo.
Yep, sewer gigolo.
I'd like to undo some of the fuck ups we did in Destry, but we'll put it to a vote.
I feel like Paradigm has been waiting for this for a long time. And I
He's the
feel
new
like
hero.
he is better equipped to deal with this than the other teams.
He is a person of that city. We don't have
What a
many people
shithole it is.
from Nevlator's arsenal.
I also want to find the briefcase with my mom in it. Bring it back.
Okay.
Still think that my
Angela?
stepmom has it.
Coraline?
I think that Paradigm's family is a big thing, you know?
Yes,
And
my
we've
family.
been kind of, we've kind of been not.
He strokes the flail.
Ozark strokes your flank. You are quite beautiful, every single one of you.
I think back to the moments we shared that I can't remember.
Sure.
Coraline?
I was going to say maybe we should fix things in Destry, but I mean, if it's for Paradigm's family, I don't think we can avoid that.
There's a malicious smile on Paradigm's face.
But then again, is the situation in Destiny going to keep? How?
Yeah.
Your mother cannot get into another briefcase.
I mean, all we have to do is ask Irithil to come with us, and she'll just dive into the sewers.
I will
But
say,
seriously, she'll make it a quick trip if we can get
I
her
mean-
to help.
I would convince her to crash into the council members' cleric house, but
the Destry situation might get worse, but those clerics aren't going to die on their own, right? So,
I feel like destroying the city of Morning Glory would be a bad idea. If we want to make it a foothold of some kind in the future, we wouldn't be able to do that with half of it destroyed. The City of Blinding Lights was a whole different story. She acted on her own, and also, it's not really an important place for us at the moment.
If you are asking about Irithil, the tyrant cuts in, she will not be going to either state. She refuses to go to Destry because of a pirate there who keeps hitting on her, and we will not let her go to Nevlator's. Every single mad wizard will be after her ship as soon as it is spotted within the territory.
That is
It's
true.
a
It is a
highly magical
magnificent ship.
vessel.
Yeah, I still vote for the Gigolo.
yeah, I think we're going to Nevlator's regardless. Just how we get there, right?
How long does it take to get to Neville's arsenal?
Oh, it'll take about a week.
It will take our time. Like, this will be what we do, you know?
I have so much preparation. He gets a Paradigm goes to get a book and a pen, so he can write down all the things he wants to tell the Gigolo.
so it'll take at least 2 weeks, probably 3. But we can be in Destry in and out in a few days, no? Especially with your shortcut, Revik?
With any luck that it works, yeah. But now we're talking about efficiency, right?
I see the logic, but I don't want to.
Paradigm galloped out of the room happily.
It's
Some prance.
I see the logic.
I'm just a little torn. I'm sorry. But I'll go with the rest of you.
Yeah. I agree. I'll go with the rest of you.
Well, it sounds like 2 people are voting for Destry, for the most part. Paradigm wants to go to Nevotor's. Thatch wants to go to Nevotor's too?
Yes, I think this is the right play for the moment. I understand the logic behind going to Destry first. Perhaps, excuse me, perhaps we can inform the other teams of this possibility. Perhaps the raid team may be better suited for destroying multiple clerics at once.
Oh, raid team. Yeah.
But if the raid team does this good thing, it will not help our vampire friend retake his face, his reputation.
Face?
Save face.
How about I still say Nevotaris simply because we put it on too long. We put it off too long. It's my vote. Yeah, my vote is Nevotaris.
Okay.
I don't
I
think the
understand.
red team gets anything from killing a bunch of clerics. Maybe the thrill of the hunt.
With your path decided, it's time to do experience points! Woo! You guys are
So
overdue.
long since we
I'm
got
gonna show that
experience.
Serena that I wasn't gonna die in the first episode.
All of this will be divided by 6, by the way. Helga was there for it all. So...
Speaking of Helga, can I take her magic-studded leather armor? No.
Yes, her magical items will be up for grabs.
Thank you very much.
So long as they're not character-bound. Which
I gave
armor is
her
not.
her crossbow back before she left.
That's fine. You can keep it.
I have a musket now.
You said it's 3 charges and then gains a charge per day.
You should keep the crossbow. The armor is a full suit black with silky silver threading. It is +1 studded leather. It has 3 charges. It recharges on a full moon, so every day except the 30th. And it is a bonus action to teleport to behind someone within 30 feet of you.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
God, 23,000 for the next level.
That is what Julia wrote as the translation.
Gotcha.
I will delete it from her sheet since it is gone.
Thank you. I go up to 19.
She has no other magical items aside from the armor.
Oh god, now he can teleport behind us and just bite us. I mean enemies.
Good lord.
Okay, experience. We had completed the Phasmolet quest. Good shit.
Woo!
So that
We haven't got experience. We haven't got experience since before Tyrant on Ice.
Yeah.
We haven't taken
been
a
a
long
while.
rest. Then.
Yeah, I noted it. It's
What else have we done?
Tyrant on Ice, that whole fight with the
Did
shadow.
we not get experience for that?
Nope.
No,
We haven't long
Yeah.
rested in a long time.
we
Damn.
haven't. We did Tyrant on Ice. We did the failed raid into the city
You
of
guys
Blinding
haven't
Lights.
had a long rest since the 1st of this month?
Yep.
well, we took a long rest on the where Ozark gave us 3 dossiers because we got pushed up a level by the other teams,
Yeah, you guys had a
Oh,
long
that's
rest.
right.
Yeah.
but we didn't do XP that time.
No, we didn't. You just bumped everyone up. You didn't give us XP.
That
Last
bump
time
up
we got it-
would have accumulated that, though. Because one of you guys got
those that were already
experience
at
for
6.
that, right?
Well,
No, I'm full. I'm still at 14,032, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah, because you got bumped up to 14,000, right?
well,
Mm.
Brood,
No,
me,
I got
and
bumped up
Alden.
to 14.
Yeah. Like,
The
Yeah,
original-
Orlean and Helga, I think.
And
316.
And Thatch.
I got bumped, but we had 3 people who were level 6 already.
Yeah.
for that bump. Is what we're trying to say, I think.
Yeah.
Did you fight that at level 6 or at level 5?
Like what?
We
The
fought
Tyrant
it
on
at
Ice?
level.
Yeah.
We
The
fought it at
cheap-
level 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
then
definitely fought it at 5.
you're not going to get experience for that because you got bumped up to level 6 then.
That makes sense.
If it is before, if you were level 5
okay.
during that, and then you were bumped up after it because of a meta thing, you're not going to get experience for that. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like
That makes sense.
It would have just
About-
gone to level 6,
I guess
and
what
you
Fruits-
bumped up.
What about
I hear
those of
you.
us who didn't get bumped up?
Yeah.
we get
Right,
do we get
I guess-
experience for that?
Coraline, Helga, and I were 5 at that fight. Alden,
Yeah.
Brood, and Temur during that fight were 6.
Yeah.
So half of us were 6, half of us were 5.
Okay, this is some wonky bullshit then.
It is.
Okay, let me do math. I'm looking at
I'm gonna
my
grab
notes.
two. Oh wait, we're still
We're
running.
still going.
23,000 for the next fucking level.
Yeah, before the
Yeah.
bump up, there would have been 1, 2, 3
I gave you guys
sessions. Well, I guess 4 including the session we went up, and then the only fight would have been that Tyrant on Ice demon thing. Because that was
Yeah.
during the part where we were kind of doing roleplay sessions to wait for
Yeah,
Revit
Helga.
to get in, and Helga to come back. And I don't think we actually did any quests or anything. We just kind of hung out.
Oh, you guys did the whole fucking city blinding light debacle.
We did
Yeah.
City of Blinding Lights. We did the Thorazor quest.
That was
Okay.
after the long rest. The
Yeah,
City
that was
Blinding
after
Lights.
the long rest.
We have all the leeches that Angelo fireballed. We have the priest that exploded
Alright.
on us.
That goddamn dragon.
Let us do
That dragon.
that stuff
That
first.
dragon.
We get no experience for that dragon.
Yeah, none.
Because
We
we ran
were
like bitches.
beaten. We were
We escaped
beaten.
alive.
Yeah,
Did,
that's good.
Did
All right,
discover
working
that
our
tower.
way backwards. We have that times there were 6, so that. You guys, what else did you do?
I want to fight a mind flare.
Did you guys get anything from the City of Blinding Lights?
We got that biography.
Yes.
That was
Okay,
basically
we
it.
have Necrodan lore, I guess.
Yeah, that was it.
We learned about the fucking paladin order that was there. That one we went to.
Yeah,
The
but
And we killed
fucking rows.
we killed like 30 to 40 leeches with fireballs too.
Yeah, waves. And also, you guys were fighting hand to hand. I fireballed Thatch into when he was fighting him. When he was fighting them, you know, like it's
The experience
you
of friendly
killed-
fire.
Yeah.
Halberders. You killed the priest.
Fire in
This
the
was
ass.
A little. Let's go see how many you killed. I still have that.
The
map.
undead in the house plus the guards.
Yes, the undead,
The halberds.
guards.
Caused major fucking unrest.
Discovered
One little
vampire
fire.
fast travel.
Plus this for the Death Knights. Cool. You have shifted the political scene of the world quite a bit. Have you pushed any goals relating that Tolst itself wanted? You
Maybe
got
backwards.
Falsmalek on side.
We got more information on the mushrooms.
Yes, we did. We figured out where the mushrooms came from.
Yep.
So we will add some discovery XP to that. Why isn't my calculator going? There we go.
We figured out Aldrich has been dead for a long time. We have Umbug.
That's part of the Falsmalek quest, though.
Ah,
Okay, let's go to the City of Blinding Lights. You crashed an airship? No, you didn't. Irithil crashed the airship.
yeah.
we just
definitely-
led to that happening.
We definitely did not crash
You
that airship.
spectated that.
We found out that Necrodan has a fucking tower of critical thinking there. And
Yep.
his vault exists there.
I got you Necrodan experience already.
He's one dirty dog. That's what we learned.
We have now successfully
he's a
feather
dirty
fall
dog.
from an airship twice without dying. Is that worth anything?
No. You cast Featherfall.
3 times for Anchois, Paradigm, Coraline, and Helga.
Okay. I think
I'm in good favor with
that's
Irithil.
it for those. You didn't even get a magical item from the City of Blinding Lights, yeah.
Not a
We got
goddamn
splat.
one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Guys failed there.
You're welcome,
Right.
guys.
Uh,
That was all me.
We'll give you combat for the ghost, fuck it.
The ghost.
The Chateau of Erithil. Not Erithil, of Aurelia. No, not Aurelia. Fuck, I'm forgetting her name.
Arabella.
Arabella, thank you. The Chateau.
Chateau.
Was CR
On the
that?
house.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck it. There you go.
That thing was actually a pretty good fight. I like that one a lot.
And roleplay?
Yes. Roleplay comes as a flat rate. It doesn't get added to the pool, then divided. So, we will divide that by 6. Then we will add roleplay. Fuck, it's been 6
A while.
sessions? 7?
JC, do you know how many?
Sure, JC knows. Yeah.
8 sessions.
8
Christ.
sessions. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was April 17th in your fantasy calendar. I don't remember what the month is called.
Whew.
And the 21st of August. in the real
Okay,
time.
everyone can take home 5,050 experience points.
Holy hell.
Wow.
Yes. Uh,
5,050.
I thought Discovery Team had a lot.
I have
Very cool.
20,000
You just
fucking EXP. If we do this one more time, I level up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Getting
let's
2
go.
months from now.
We
Getting
are
close to
getting
it.
closer.
2392.
Okay, team. That was your experience. You can add it. I know we don't have any level ups. There's
Nope.
no way.
Nah.
Well then,
Do we
we
get?
will be seeing you guys next Saturday with a new mission. I guess we're heading back to the Sewer Gigolo. We're gonna complete the other half of a quest that the raid team failed to accomplish. Well, we're too scared to accomplish. Okay. Any shoutouts? Any news? Anything cool going on?
Stay away from Virginia. It's a hellhole.
Fair. Okay. Well then, we're heading on out. Everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, night, wherever you are. And as always, don't die. See ya.
Catch you later.